Hello and welcome everyone to episode 229 of One Piece at a Time, the One Piece read-through podcast where we read and discuss 5 chapters of the One Piece manga each and every week. I'm your host, Derrick, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host and freelance letterer, Brandon Bovia. And Brandon, I think this is what I was looking for last time, where like, man, there's just a lot of like Wano wrap up, but not, nothing too crazy. Didn't go too long. Oh my God.
This is the week. This is the week where, it's the end of Wano. And then we have three chapters of sort of in between, we're not starting the next arc quite yet. But, a lot of revelations, a lot of like, oh, what was going on in the outside world right now? We heard from Ryokugyu that the world is one unholy mess right now. He was not lying. He was correct. No. Yes.
It'd be crazy out there.
Yeah, and just a little bit of mass death. If you're into that sort of thing.
Who? What a way to just punctuate Emu as a threat. Good God.
It is really like, okay, because we were talking before of how like Wano really is the end of what I would feel is the end of Act 2 of One Piece as a whole, I feel like. And from chapter 1058 onwards, right? Like we are in the quote unquote final saga. And how do you start a final saga? Well, we gotta reintroduce our villains.
Gotta show what they're capable of, and between that and what's going on in the wider world, and getting a little taste of what's happening with Sabo, and getting a taste of what's up next, and just a single mention of Egghead, and just what in the world are we in for? That's the thing. It's like, how do we recenter after all of this? That's always the big question: is how do you recenter after all these revelations into all right, next island?
Right. Yeah, it's like all right. You're just going to have to sit on that for a little while.
Yeah, every time. And it's appropriately, so did the Straw Hats. Because they want to go off and do something else, but there's literally nothing they can do. So that's just how it is. But before we even get to any of that, we also have to deal with something that I heard about. And it's time to get the reasoning behind. And I got to say, not satisfied with it.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Poor excuse.
We'll talk about that. we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we will. There's a lot to talk about. So
this is gonna be a big one.
Yeah, we should probably get to that. Let's not waste any more of that time and get right to it with chapter 1056, Cross Guild. And how do you change up the German story? Oh, here's Katakuri and Oven. Oh, crap.
Rip.
Yeah, exactly.
What can I say?
From Katakuri alone, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, Katakuri himself is, you guys are not doing too hot.
No. Oven does okay. No, he's no Katakuri, but both at once, good God. Yeah. This is a rough fight. So this is going in some very interesting places.
It really is.
Yeah. So how are we already at volume 15 for this thing? It's such a snappy pace.
It is. Yeah. I can't wait to see more.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. But for now, let's go ahead and get into the chapter itself, where they're recovering after the big fight with Ryokugyu. Hang in there, Raizo. Don't die, Shinobu. Is like, oh, look how gaunt you are. And the look at their bodies. Oh, God, it's horrifying. Just how drained of fluids they are.
Yeah, a little bit of body horror to start the day. And, poor is Kinemon here, I think, saying that, as much as I hate to admit it, the man had a point. Kaido was a tyrant, but at the same time, his presence kept enemies away. Actually, I don't know who that was, because he's then apologizing, saying, alas, I am sorry, all this happening while I was away. But, it is kind of important to re-emphasize, I think, anyway, that, just because we have freed them from Kaido, that, like, we still have some problems to deal with.
Doesn't mean somebody else can't come in and cause issues as well. But that's we got Cat Viper here. It's like, what's done is done. The damage was minimal, and it's Lord Momonosuke really did stand up, so all good there. But then full confirmation. We saw that little scene before, but now it's full confirmation. How is Otsuru? And Kinemon confirms, like, okay, Okabore town burned to the ground, and Tsuru has a terrible burn on her face, but she is alive and well. And you see a little scene with Otsuru still in Okabore. It's like, oh, is Kin returned? It's like, yes, although he's returned to the capital. Oh, you're from the capital too. You should go to him. I know. I want to be at his side too. And she has a bandage over her face and is blushing. And I love how he's just like, I have to say, after 20 years, she's still just as beautiful. So
Kinemon,
age gap does not age gap doesn't matter. Still into it.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. I like that. This is one to death that felt like, no, give this man like something.
he needed that happy ending. Of course, I love Dogstorm's like, hey, dogs like cheese, but not that much cheese. And then poor Raizo hollowed out. It's just like, ooh, I wish I had a girl.
Yeah, well, we talked about that bonus. You fumbled it, Raizo.
That's true.
You can't fumble the bag like that.
I felt a little bad for him. I don't really feel that bad for him anymore.
I know, right? And then out of nowhere, Carrot being called in by Dogstorm and Cat Viper is like, what's up? You called me? Yeah, there you are. You're going to be the new king of the Mokomo Dukedom. Oh, king? Sure. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Just out of,
it's a hell of a thing to spring on somebody.
Especially she's stuffing her face.
Right. Yeah. Don't joke. But the reasoning here makes sense, as Dogstorm goes on to say that, we decided to stay in Wano and serve Lord Momonosuke as a samurai of the Kozuki clan. So, and Carrot, you're the one who's been out to see the world thanks to Luffy. So you have some of what we'll need in the next era. And of course, Carrot is just like, I can't do this. There's too many people who are stronger than me.
Well, I like that. It's funny how this is a girl who got to see, she got to see, if my memory serves, Whole Cake and Wano. That's it.
Yes.
That's all she's seen in the world, but that's still more than everybody else. So
fair enough. So you just kind of by default have the most experience.
Congrats.
Yes. Of course, I feel like there's a more heartwarming reason to it too.
Oh yeah. It's like because she does say it's like those are way stronger than me. It's like, and here comes the Three Musketeers. Like, of course there are, and our job is to protect the country. And here goes one is like, I'm going to help too. This was the decision of the two kings' decision, Carrot. But most importantly of all, your heart carries Pedro's will. So that's good.
I really love how much Pedro's sacrifice has like reverberated throughout the story in all of these interesting different ways. I feel like it's we talk about character deaths a lot on this show, but I feel like none have felt as impactful for like not only the Straw Hats but also like the secondary cast as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a guiding light for a lot of characters, and you see it with Cat Viper and Carrot most obviously. I like that it has that kind of meaning, and I just want to. I wish I felt the impact when it happened. That's my only problem with it. So it's just the way it is. But
I think that's fair. I think even not feeling it in the moment, and then funny enough that you felt more for Pound, who ended up alive. So
I know, right?
Oda, what do you? That's Oda's fault. I don't think that's your fault.
Yeah, seriously. But it is what it is. Whatever. But at least Pedro's getting that legacy. Which I'm glad for. And then we have a complete reversal of plans with oh gosh, I forget his actual name. I finally got Tenguyama down.
Sukiyaki.
Who said, no, I don't plan to tell Momo. By the way, I'm going to tell Momo.
Yeah.
But it does lead to some fun stuff. It's like you're our grandfather. It's like, I'm sorry, children. I'm sorry. It's like it's like, you truly do look just like Odin, Momonosuke. It's like, and they're all tearful over it. It's like, hey, we've lost our parents. Just knowing that another relative is still alive is such a relief. So please don't apologize. They're both in agreement about this. And then he looks at the Akazaya 9 and is like, I suppose you were all aware then. Well, who would wear a Tengu mask when there's no festival? You did not seem like an ordinary blacksmith. We thought it'd be rude to reveal it. And then here comes Kinemon. It's like, he was Lord Sukiyaki this entire time. I had no idea. Which is such a great continuation of that gag of like, the brilliant tactics of
Kinemon. That's the thing. Is that, as we've kind of seen throughout this whole arc, is that like Kinemon is like he's a strong fighter and a brilliant leader and a great tactician, but there's just like these couple things where he's like, everybody's on the ball and he's like, what?
he's maybe not the most observant.
Yes,
that seems to be
that is true.
The common thread there, which is kind of amazing.
I love. Like, I thought my heart was gonna leap out of my chest. At least he's alive. That part is good.
Oh gosh, but Sukiyaki's going to serve as an advisor role and then quietly be secluded from public since this area is theirs to build. So there's that. But then Frankie gets a what? Because Pluton's in this country? I wasn't able to see it for myself, but it is here. It's like, man, I can't believe that thing actually exists. And it's like, oh, and Luffy's just like, oh, the one Frankie burned the plans for? That's right, the ancient weapon Pluton, which bears the name of a god. Do you want it, Luffy? Nah, I'm good. It's so
great.
Perfect.
Absolutely great.
That's all you need. That's all you need. It's like, that's what I figured. But it makes me wonder, why did Odin want to unleash such a thing? I love that interaction. It's like, hey, you want an ultimate weapon? Nah.
Yeah. It's just like, it's so funny. I really do feel like it, at some point, I think just sort of as my personal theory, I feel like the ancient weapons will somehow tie into being a kind of a core aspect of like the One Piece as a treasure. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like that's not what Luffy's here for,
No. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say how much they have to do with Joy Boy, how much you have to do with the One Piece, how much all that's connected. We're getting more clues this set as well, which is its own kind of thing.
At the very least, Odin said that we learned about the existence of them at the final island, which makes me think that they're involved. They have to be involved in some way. Mm-hmm. But Luffy's just there for the adventure himself, so it's like it doesn't matter. I don't need an ancient weapon. Although maybe, judging by the events of this set, maybe you might want one. maybe
it's interesting, that's for sure. But we'll get to that. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, here comes Shinobu, who has really benefited from being drained of all fluids like that. That is apparently a hell of a diet because she has grown taller and basically back to her youth.
Yeah. Just, oh no, she's hot. And then is accompanied by just an adorable little Tama doing a little ninja pose.
Yeah, she's gonna join in on that. And I got to talk about Tama real quick because there was a comment that I on the last a very recent comment on the last episode that I missed completely, and I'm curious if you missed it as well. As far as something about it that we just didn't talk about. Did you see the name on Tama's parents' graves?
I did not.
Are you aware? You might not be aware of this then, because I certainly didn't. I double checked, and it's the truth, and it's even on the wiki. Mm-hmm. Tama is a Korozumi.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I've heard of that as a theory. I did not know that was just straight up the truth.
Yes, it is.
I thought that was a theory.
She is one of the Korozumi thanks to that grave marker, which I had no idea. I missed that completely. I don't even know if they translated it or anything like that, but it's there, and the wiki confirms it, and. Apparently some people have taken issue with the whole, like, one of the sayings that happens later from Hiyori.
Issues
against that, against,
oh, no.
Tama. But I think it's safe to say that
She didn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
She didn't mean it that way.
yeah. It's very obvious, and Tom is a very good example of this. It didn't have to be this way, but
Yes.
Orochi internalized it and decided on that. Everybody loves Tama.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think I actually really like this because I think the idea of like, oh, there's a whole family that's like accursed, a whole family that's, you know, like they are being cursed for like their deeds. Even if that like was true and was actually the case, I like the idea that no, you're not being defined by that, right? Like Tama isn't defined by her kind of lineage and her bloodline as a Kurozumi, and I feel like that. I feel like if that were the case, I feel like it would be antithetical to the themes that One Piece is about, right?
Yeah.
Like it is not sort of your actual literal blood that decides who you are, you know? Like that's what this whole story is.
And I like how also it's like Orochi was such a destructive force that he doesn't really care about his own family. He'll go on and on about Kurozumi, but it's just personal, personal grudges.
It was all like personal grievance at the end of the day. Yeah, this I actually don't think it had anything to. And sure, like he suffered personally.
His grandparents or whatever that he was.
Done
by, used by, but it's not like they sought out Tama for this sort of thing.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing.
Or Tama's parents.
Because and sort of the idea that like, oh man, my brain's running in a million different directions right now. So I think first I want to say that the fact that Tama's parents were a Kurozumi during the time of the reign of the Kurozumi regime, and they were still working in a factory, they still died. So clearly, he didn't give Orochi didn't give two craps about that. But nope. Oh god, and I've already forgotten my original train of thought before that one jumped into my brain. But yeah, no, I think it's a good choice. I think it's a good choice to have Tama as a Kurozumi, but to also kind of have it as a blink and you miss it sort of thing.
Yeah, and honestly, with the bond that she was kind of forming with Momo when they were palling around during
yes, Lynn's, that's a great observation.
Memory loss. I could have easily seen them building up those two growing close over time. Yeah. Not really feasible anymore with Momo getting that age up. Honestly, relationships for him is going to be very weird.
It's going to be very, very. Yeah, how are we? I don't want to think about that. How are we going to continue the bloodline? All right, you might be a dad at age 48.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah. Uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't want to think about that. But yeah, it's just an interesting. Like, I was so glad I saw that because this is the last chance we're gonna have to talk about it, and it's so perfect for here. It was just what it means for Tama and the Kurozumi and Orochi and all that. There's a nice layering here of how it all worked out. But yeah, she gets to be the apprentice of Shinobu now, which I think is kind of adorable, and she wants to get strong enough that she can join them on their next pirate adventure. So
yeah, she's just an adorable little cinnamon bun.
Oh yeah, I like how Nami's just immediately going up to hug her. It's like, oh, you're too cute.
Yes.
Oh goodness, but another interesting thing here is that we got Caribou. It's like overhearing all this stuff, and I don't know if we've confirmed or learned who he's supposedly reporting to, because he goes, I don't believe it. Plutons and Wano, first Poseidon, now this. I gotta let a certain someone know about this. It's like, who is he talking about? I honestly don't know. I don't know if we've.
We'll find out. We'll get to that.
Okay. I was like,
there is.
I can't remember if it was something confirmed before, but it's like
no. Yeah, we don't know now. We will know in the future.
This is kind of the worst guy to be finding out all this stuff, even though he's.
Yeah, the fact that he knows about both.
The fact that Caribou is still a factor after freaking he comes in and out so infrequently. He's like a weird buggy.
Yes, very much so. And honestly, I feel like, as much as I hate this guy, seeing him react to this news now and knowing who he's going to talk to in the future man, I feel like I know exactly why Oda is doing this, and it is kind of brilliant actually. I think
man.
to sort of move all of his chess pieces into the right place, like, dang it.
Yeah. It's
Caribou's too important.
He had this long-term plan for Caribou, but he also made sure to have that cover story so you actually don't hate Caribou. Like it's like he realized he needed to get some character work done on this guy after he was doing out all that to the mermaids.
Just a little bit.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, but we go for a few days later. Momo is walking through. Is like, we have reconstruction plans from each domain now. As for the funds needed, and Shogun, Lord Shogun, Shogun. Everybody's calling out to him, loving him. And he gets back to his. We're not really talking to anybody. It's like, hey Zoro, would you teach me some sword fighting techniques? Huh? Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Chopper, Sanji. Where is everybody? Where did everybody go? What's happening? And he goes finds Hiyori. He's like, hey, have you seen Luffy's group anywhere? Oh, they left already. They said their goodbyes to everyone this morning. So it's like, wait, they said nothing to me. So, and then he finds Kinemon. It's like, Kinemon, Luffy's gone. I just learned that myself, but they said their goodbyes to everyone else. So why not us? So
they're freaking out.
They really are. Meanwhile, we're at the port, Tokage Port. And we've got to have one more argument between Kid, Luffy, and Law, as they are all going to go different routes. Because the alliance is over, we're enemies now. And they're like, oh, pick a different day to leave. No, we already picked this day to leave. It's like, let's just pick different directions.
They're such children.
Kids. Yes. So they're fixed in 3 directions: northeast, east, and southeast. Pick one. And I love how Kid goes, the middle one, east, the middle one, east, northeast. So I get my choice from Law. It's like, going northeast means I move the farthest ahead. You I didn't realize that you picked the middle, stupid children. And then Luffy lost straws, so he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, everyone, I lost." And Usopp just yells like, "Every direction is dangerous. It doesn't matter. Just help us load."
This is great. Oh God, there's such children. He's like, "I lost, even though I'm an emperor of the sea," and that pisses off Kid. He's like, "You're just gonna rub it in my face, huh?" And then he grabs the paper and he's like, but when it comes to the emperors, the one who really makes me mad is him." And he's the genius jester Buggy. He's got a giant poster that says "Cross Guild," and you have Crocodile on one side, Mihawk on the other, Buggy tongue out, looking super serious, dead center, and something called Cross Guild, which is the title of the chapter.
Yes. Oda loves to use cross. Or at least somebody does, because remember the crossover with Dragon Ball? It was called Cross APOC.
That's true.
But yeah, we got the Cross Guild for Puggy, Mihawk, and Crocodile. How is my question as soon as I saw this? How did he
yes.
to get this whole thing?
Yeah. And I love that even there they're like, what the hell's going on? Why are they showing like they're Buggy's followers? And Zoro chimes in, he's like, that's not possible, not for Hawkeyes.
And then Long goes, if he's got 2 men of their statue working for him, he deserves to be called an emperor. And Luffy just goes, he's an idiot, right? How did that happen? I almost wish I was there for people's reactions to these little bits of information each time, where it's just like, okay, Buggy's an emperor. What? How's he an emperor? What? Well, he has Crocodile and Mihawk working for him.
That doesn't explain anything.
How did that happen?
The important thing, though, is, as Kid kind of goes on to say, is that this Cross Guild is the company that he leads, and they started putting bounties on the Navy. The Navy's been used to doing all the chasing, but these days they have to fear assassination from civilians. Which the Buggy's a shrewd businessman. He was doing deliveries as a warlord of the sea. He was doing a delivery service, and now he's hunting down the Marines. Hey, good for him.
Yeah, it's interesting for them to have bounties now. So.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So we'll see. We'll have to see how much that comes into play at all. Not sure on that one. I wonder if I wonder if Navy men will get as proud about their bounties as pirates, much as pirates do.
Yeah. Oh God. I need to know what Garp's bounty is.
Oh God, Garp would be insane.
I see that they got a star system. Is he 5 stars like God Usopp?
I have to imagine. But they confirm it, like, while we were stuck here in this closed nation, the world has changed around us quite a bit. No complaints about our respective courses. Once we set foot outside of Wano, we're in a fight to the death like all the others. And then all of a sudden, Law tosses something down, and Killer picks up. Is like, what is that? What is that? A copy of the road poneglyph. You have just as much right to it as we do. Only a trifling man would sneak out a head start. And Killer's all excited. He's like, oh, so Kaido did have one of them. The same thing we took off Big Mom's general. So that's Kid actually has 2 pieces of the road poneglyph. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Although, honestly, I wonder, because of the alliance, I wonder if all of them have all 3.
I don't know. I don't know if Luffy...
Because, like, I guess it was, like, we took down Kaido, so we should all share in getting Kaido's, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give you the one that I got.
Yeah, or Zoe's, because, yeah.
Because at this point, at least, I think I think Law was there, too.
Yeah, Law should have all 3.
Okay, yeah. At the very least, Kid is
unless Luffy did not give Law the one from Whole Cake.
I feel like he probably...
Because he wasn't there. Because Law wasn't there. He didn't help at all with that.
Yeah.
So they might each have 2, just 2 different ones that they could actually share information to get what they need, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's also possible.
Luffy has all 3.
It's interesting to think that potentially, like, because they went to Zoe and Whole Cake, that Luffy's kind of the furthest ahead at this point.
Yeah.
But which is where this last little bit of dialogue is actually, I think Oda knows that, which is why he put this here.
Yeah, because all of a sudden it says, we're gonna Killer goes, we're gonna have to put all of our strength into this task if we want to take part in the all-out war over the One Piece. And then Kid goes, what? You mean finding the man with the burn scar? That's not enough to go on. And Luffy's like, wait, burn scar? What do you mean? It's like, And the Law is all shaded, like, we've not met a man with a burn scar, as the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, and well, the shot of Law implies to me that he knows.
Yeah,
but Luffy doesn't, and Robin clearly doesn't. So
yeah, he's like
that's sort of Law and Kid's extra little leg up that they have over the Straw Hats right now, is that they have at least a slight hint where the last road poneglyph is.
Very interesting how these 3 are gonna interact now, because their alliance is over. Yeah, I'm sure the alliance is actually over, right? I can't see these 3 fighting each other. They're just maybe, but it'd be the same way as like Whitebeard and Roger. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, I feel like this little conversation, I feel like, is also really hinting that, like, just another sort of reason why we're kind of at the final stages of the story, right? Of like, no, the conflict over who has what poneglyphs is actually going to be kind of an important factor. Yep, that's for sure. But we end off the chapter with Momo and Kinemon discovering that Yamato is on the roof again. As he declares, I've made up my mind. Guess I'll go to Luffy and his crew. I'm going to live the way Kozuki Oden did. And that's a dick move by Oda. Boo! Boo! It's so... Oda, stop it! I'm so upset. He had to realize he was going to piss people off with this, right? Yep. Right? No, it's just... so ridiculous. Ugh. You should just... Yamato, please stop talking. You shouldn't have said that. Seriously. That's agonizing. Yep. But before we get... how we spent a half hour on the first chapter? Crap. Yeah. Well, we'll get mad at Yamato and Oda soon enough. In the meantime, we do have an SPS, and the first 2 are sort of nothing.
Okay.
Like, not even really worth going over. So we'll get to the third one instead. Oda, why are flames coming out of Sanji's feet? And Otis responds, because it's cooler than if farts came out of his feet. See you. Give me another postcard. Bye-bye. And he's talking about how he's getting a bunch of postcards from people and being all happy about it. So I guess he's just being silly here. So, sure.
Okay. Yeah,
The last one is a bit more interesting. My question is about Sanji's eyebrow. In volume 102, chapter 1031, Sanji's eyebrows were reversed. But in volume 103, chapter 1044, they're back to normal. Why did they change back? So, it went this way, then back this way, and then back to this way. And Oda goes, you noticed it. Well, yes, his eyebrow does change. Going back to the Whole Cake Island arc, all of Sanji's siblings were born with superhuman abilities and strong skin called an exoskeleton due to the lineage factor manipulation performed on them. However, only Sanji was born as a normal human due to his mother's resistance. Look at his brothers and sisters' eyebrows. Everyone has 66, like Yanji. Sanji is the exact opposite. So for him, the raid suit caused the power of science to manifest. Sanji already had an abnormal resistance to flame. That was a strange little event, wasn't it? Let's see where this takes him. So the German influence caused his eyebrows to go in the opposite direction for a little bit, but he got control back.
Is it insane to think that, did he draw Sanji with curly brows knowing that the other ones would have the 6'6" pattern? I want to say no, but damn, that's really.
I want to say the same thing. Where it's like, nah, I can't. There's no way he's all that far ahead. But then it's like, but it is Oda. Oh, that's crazy. It also might be an interesting visual indicator whenever he's sort of slipping into the Vince influence. I don't know.
It'll be something to look out for. That's for sure.
Yeah. Very curious on that one. But in the meantime, let's continue on with chapter 1057, The End. Yeah, no.
The end of Wano, certainly.
Yes. When out of nowhere, here comes Caesar to help out with Katakuri and Oven. So
wow, he's gonna fight.
Oh, did not expect that one, I gotta say.
All right. Yeah, go get him, Caesar. You can take Katakuri.
Sure. Go, you do you go for it. Oh, goodness. But yeah, let's keep things moving because, this is going to be a long one. Mm-hmm. And we're back in the Flower Capital. It's, I want to say it's celebrating, but honestly, it's just life is going on and people are happy.
Yeah.
We get more of the lessons like, the sky was dark as the tempest blew over the Yon Yonagashima, and the blue dragon's bellows set every beast a howling, while in the port of Habu, sheets of autumn rain beset the crimson maple curtain. This is the story of the loyal samurai vassals who fought bravely to avenge the death of Kozuki Odin. And I, your humble narrator, will attempt to do justice to the tale. Akazaya, we begin on the evening of the Fire Festival. And that's, they're still recounting the story. Like, the Wano is going to learn how they beat Kaido.
Right.
For sure, this one.
I think that's the same guy who took over the school, right?
I think so. He's just a really good orator.
Yeah, he looks weirdly realistic. I feel like he might be based on a real person.
I would bet that this guy's based off either one of those really good storytellers that Oda likes so much, or his editor.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
But we shift from that to the woods to Tokage Port, where Luffy and them are, because Momo, Kinemon, and Yamato are all heading there. But we immediately learn that Yamato is not heading out to sea.
Mm-hmm.
Because
now, why would that be?
He's already told Luffy and his friends that he's not going. It's like, you're truly staying here? Is that a bad thing? No, it'd be wonderful, but you said you had made up your mind earlier, so I assumed. Oh, that. Well, Odin started his travels by walking about the country, didn't he? I know so little about the world just like him, so I'll follow the same path, and eventually it will take me out to sea. My word, Jun, you already cleared this with Luffy and his crew, but that just makes it worse. Why must they humiliate me so? And they're just more concerned about that. It's like, really? Really? You're making Yamato start and... There's a better reason later.
Yeah,
where I kind of get it.
I get. Yeah. But this one I think is really it's pretty weak.
It is very
all things
weak.
considered. Yeah, I don't.
I guess Yamato
I don't
hasn't
like it.
really has been confined to Onigashima this entire time. So
it's just whatever. The logic doesn't make sense to me. Oda shouldn't have put all that there.
No,
it just really it feels a little bit mean spirited.
Yamato has to show up at another point. Like just
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what this is. I think that's what the intention of this is. But it doesn't make me feel any better in the moment.
It's really annoying because you grow to love Yamato so much.
Yeah,
and
just I feel like you're building expectations. You're like, oh, yeah, and he has such a good dynamic with the crew. He feels like he fits in. He wants freedom, and he has a chance for freedom. But like I guess freedom is also living the life the way that I want to. So if he idolizes Odin, so if he's just gonna take a walk, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Go around, help out, take care of any remnants, whatever. I don't know.
I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you just have to nod and move on. Fortunately, we have a bunch of flashback stuff where Momo's remembering his time, like from the point that Kaido calling Odin a fool of a lord to meeting Luffy and all their interactions together, how he hyped him up all this time, got him to this point. And he's like, a lot of times it's them sort of confrontational. So it's to the point that Momo goes, we may not have been the best of friends, but after that long journey, do I really mean nothing to you? You're a cold man, Luffy. I thought you were better than this. Don't mistake rudeness for independence. Am I wrong, Kinemon? No, you're exactly right, Lord Momonosuke. But why aren't we flying? Silence.
he's a good shogun already.
Yeah, don't question me.
Using that authority. And Kinemon, he's ready for blood.
Does not watch his words. I mean, you have no choice but to come down. I was like, sure, Kinemon.
Yeah. We're gonna kill him. Yes, the way of the warrior demented. I thought you said we were friends, Luffy. And even I like that Yamato's the normal one in the situation. Like, you don't have to be that mad about it.
He humiliated me, and now he must pay the price. First, I'll hit him, and then I'll bite him.
God, he's still an 8-year-old. It's great.
I do love the interaction here between Law and them. It's like, if we ever run into each other out there again, we're total enemies. If people die, so be it. Yeah, totally. See you later, Traffy. Shut up.
No, poor Chopper.
Yeah, I know, right? And they're ready to go, and then it's like, hey, wait, and there you are. They found him. It was like, hey guys, we came to see you off. Yamato's just happy as can be. And then Momo transforms back into human, tackles Luffy. He's like, I got you now. As Yamato's still riding on top. It's like, Luffy, what do you think you're doing? We've been with you longer than anyone, and you're going to leave without a word to us? The Shogun is furious with you. Explain yourself, you cretin. It's like, you're here now, aren't you? Luffy, this is an order from the Shogun. Don't leave me. I'll miss you so much.
Oh,
Stay with me forever.
It's getting me. It's wholesome. He really is just a child on the inside. Just that tearful goodbye, right? Like I don't know if this hits me the same way that like Vivi, even though we've been with Momo for so much longer, but like this is great. This is good stuff.
Yeah, it's really. I think it's because you were consistently with Vivi for that 100 chapters. Mm-hmm. Momo was in and out quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of difference in there. But I still like Momo a lot.
Of course.
And want to see where he goes. I do love Kinemon going, ugh.
Yeah.
Forehead, hand to forehead.
Yeah. Yep.
But just
the child.
Love this. It's like, it's all because of you that I survived. It was all because of you. It was because of all of you that I was able to laugh and smile. You avenged my father and my mother. I cannot thank you enough. I'm too stupid. I don't have the words to express my feelings, but I'm scared of what's ahead. I love Frankie. Manly man always.
Yeah, manly tears always. Yep, every time.
It's like, please don't go. It's like Zoro's just laughing. It's like, this is pathetic, man. It's like, we can't help it. He still is just a boy. And Luffy calls out to Usopp. He's like, got it right here, and tosses over and puts it on Momo's head. It's like, we were waiting to give you that. Some Shogun you are, but you might be bigger now, but we know who you are on the inside. You're an idiot and a coward and a weakling, but I think of you like a little brother. And he unfurls it, and it's a giant flag, a straw hat flag. It's like, when times are hard, just remember our adventures at sea. Fly this flag over Wano. If anyone shows up causing trouble, let them see it. They'll know that if anyone messes with my crew, they're picking a fight with us. And Momo's just happy they're one of us. And so there we go. Luffy now has Fishman Island and Wano under his territory.
That's awesome. Like, that is, and he's an emperor of the sea now. This is emperor territory.
Yeah, this carries weight. I mean, technically he has Dressrosa as well, but I don't think they'll actively admit that.
yeah. They're more in a friendly alliance. But I like that, like, Luffy straight up took two territory from two emperors. He took Fishman Island from Big Mom and took Wano from Kaido. Like, that's awesome.
It really does show his power where, the crew's not that huge, like, compared to everybody else, but it still felt like you could, because he has the Straw Hat Alliance and these territories now, you still feel the power behind Luffy.
I love this as a sense of progression. It is very satisfying. To see this from Luffy and the Straw Hats.
Absolutely. But, they're all happier after these goodbye words. It's like, if you ever want to be pirates, just say the word and we'll come right along to pick you up. But we don't let weaklings on our ship. And Momo's like, I know. It's like, watch out for him, Yamato. I will. Keep it together, Shogun. You can do it, Momonosuke. And as they're heading out, Momo goes, Kinemon, someday in the future, I will surpass Kozuki Oden. And I'll be there to witness it. And Yamato just goes, me? No.
No.
And that's it. That's the last we see. Not quite the last we see of Momo. There's a bit more. I'm remembering now. But it's the type of farewell you see. And honestly, it's interesting that they're getting ran out of town less and less as time goes on.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, but between Fishman and Wano, like, this really is like, no, we're friends, like, and as our quote unquote territory, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna take over. I'm not gonna do a coup. I'm not gonna make you pay me in sweets or anything like that. It's just like, give us a holler, and that's it. We'll come running. So
we're friends. We'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just great. It's pure power friendship.
Mm-hmm. I love it. But they're ready to take off. They're going to head to the Hakamai where the formal port is, so they can take a nice easy lift down. They don't have to worry about crashing down the falls the same way they came in. It's like, that's much better. Which actually, speaking of the falls, that's another thing that somebody pointed out, to like Oda playing the long game of how Wano was structured with the fresh rainwater, because there were koi fish who were freshwater fish. Which cool. I think even they mentioned like koi, these are freshwater fish. And
you're right.
You don't
right.
think about it at the time.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Oda with those hints, I swear.
Very, very cool.
But they're all going to go down that way, and then all of a sudden, Kid with that look at his face. Oh, you're going for the proper port, huh? Good idea. It's so safe and secure, just right for a couple of losers. And then both Law and Luffy get baited with the crazy eyes. Safe, secure, ching. Luffy, hello, don't listen to him. Safe is good. Safe is good. Captain, what's with that look in your eyes? Just take the regular port. Give me the wheel, Jinbei. Luffy, no. And they all go flying off the edge.
Oh, it's a great ending. I love that. Of course.
I love how they can bait each other so easily.
Yes, God. Again, the dynamic there is just wonderful. It's a great way to put a nice little T on it.
Mm-hmm. And then we get back into the narration of that storyteller from the beginning. It's like, but the charismatic Lord Momonosuke and Kinemon recruited mighty brigands to fight at their side. They led a tremendous charge and battled like true guardian deities. Neither Kaido the Dragon King nor the great ghastly Orvin could compete. I love how it's like referred to Big Mom.
That's great.
Their death screams split the sky. Meanwhile, Orochi, whom all thought burned to death, lived on through sheer malevolence to attack Princess Hiyori. But lo,
sure
slice!
Did.
Yeah, he did. Who should come to cut the beast in twain but the second of Kozuki Odin's faithful followers, Denjiro? And just like the black coal of his family name, the final head of Korazumi Orochi burned to a crisp. And with a great bellow of thunder, Onigashima and Kaido the Dragon King plummeted to earth. At last, the storm clouds that covered Wano for over 20 years began to clear away. But then, with the chants and festivities of the flower capital in the background, hard as it may be to believe, there stood Orochi burning and baleful, and he said, "The wrath of the Korazumi clan will curse this country unto its last generation." But the fair princess had witnessed 20 years of Wano's suffering. Her gaze was unwavering. "Be careful, princess," said Denjiro, but she pushed the samurai's arm aside, and then our Princess Hiyori stood her ground and delivered her verdict unto the burning Orochi. In her hand, the fan bearing the Kozuki seal. On her lips, the memories of 20 years. Thinking of father, mother, brother, and country, she spoke. And everybody's excited. Ooh, here it comes, here it comes. Hyping up.
Yeah.
Say it with me, everyone. Korazumi was born to burn.
And tears in her eyes as she's saying it too.
Mm-hmm. And it's a badass line.
It's great
for sure.
Yeah,
but that's why also people
really,
are like little rude to Tama there.
Yes, it's true. Though it's still hype. Doesn't ruin the moment. But
I'll accept this that she at least gets the final line.
yeah. It's pretty great. And of course, just like I love that cut in of Odin doing the pose. You know, we're going from born to boil to born to burn.
Yes, and then like it's almost like he's getting faded away from the way he's like it's too cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh God, but yeah, that's the tale. It's a tale of wondrous valor and daring revenge. The hoped-for day come at last. For the great and noble clan stands tall once again. And I love this picture of everybody together.
Yes.
This has been the saga of mighty samurai regaining their lost glory to shine as before. Love that shot with everybody. And that's all the time we have today. While our ways may part for now, may our paths cross again someday, somewhere. The end. And we end with Kinemon and Momo and Yamato coming back. It's like, where should we fly the flag?
I love the curtains coming in for the close. Is also just wonderful.
Yeah.
This is a great ending.
Yeah. Pointed end and beginning and end to Wano. Also very pointed because every time we've had the playing on the shamisen at the beginning has always had the fox mask on, but here we see Hiyori actually smiling,
and she's finally free.
Yes, free and content. So it's a good moment, and we I don't know. It's nice to see everybody in good spirits. All these guys that we had to gather up.
It's a good happy ending. That final like shot of all of the samurai all together, it really does. Just like my heart just.
It's really good. And what the funny thing is that thanks to Shinobu and Yamato being in there, the Akazaya 9 are still there.
Hey, yeah,
they're still 9.
Yeah,
just got to add Shinobu and Yamato, and we're good to go. So.
Oh man,
that was Wano, and honestly, great arc.
Great arc. Yeah, it's. I feel like Oda maybe at his most Oda. I don't know. It's long, right? Like it's really long, but I think this was a really worthwhile story to tell. I think that this really was not just like the 10 years of build up from Punk Hazard, but in a lot of ways like. The build up of what the entire story up to this point had been building towards, and I think that this is such a layered and winding story with so many characters with all their own little arcs, all their own little motivations, and I truly feel like, other than maybe a stretch of like 10 or 20 chapters in Onigashima, like I think this arc earns its length and then some. You know,
it never feels overwrought. It feels like everything's really happening, and it's essentially, if you combine Water 7 and Ines Lobby, I think it's rough. I forget exactly how long those two are
that would
combined,
be
but it's
about 100 total. So that's so those two are more like a Dressrosa.
Yeah.
This really is like the longest arc in the series, like with not really much competition.
No, it's pretty impressive, and it's a lot of fights going on, and as I think the big takeaway from it is just how it would have been nice to have some of these other underlings for Kaido be introduced a little sooner, so we could have gotten more personality from the Topi Repo and so forth. We got it with Queen. Queen was the only one that seemed to get a lot of attention. As far as
for certain, as far as the lead up is concerned. I guess it's interesting because the first half really is like, I feel like as far as antagonists go, like most of the like gifters are kind of fodder, and it's more about building up to Orochi and building up like we get it, we get Kaido fairly quickly, and then he's kind of on the back burner till Onigashima. But I do like that so much time is, more there's an entire arc's length of storytelling that is just like, man, life in Wano sucks.
Yeah.
Like, just
life
really
in Wano sucks. Orochi sucks.
Yeah. You really do want to watch the Straw Hats like kick ass and liberate these people who have been under 20 years of suffering. Like, I think that I don't know if this arc would have worked as well if we had sort of like sped through that stuff.
And there's some really great stuff all throughout it, and of course you got the pure hype of Gear 5 and everything like that, and some of the revelations is cool. But I think in thinking overall, I think I'd still put Dressrosa a little bit above this.
I was kind of wondering where you would land, and
it's very close.
These are also close in my mind. Pretty much the Dressrosa onwards, I'm all like, I think they're all
depending
great.
on the time of day. You could change it, because love Dressrosa, love Whole Cake, love Wano. Each has their own
strengths,
brilliance in their own in different ways. I like when I think of Dressrosa, I think of the tragedy of the toys, and that sticks out to me so well. When I think of Whole Cake, I think of the of Sanji and his getting like that real good backstory for him, and then just the sheer terror of Big Mom. And then when I think of Wano, it's just the God, Orochi sucks.
Right. Yeah. I think there's something to that too, because I think with Dressrosa, there's something very specific about how horrifying that setting is. And something very specific to that story, just, the whole toy thing. And of course, like the themes are similar, but I feel like the ways in which Wano sucks, I don't know to compare it feels weird, but like, I feel like it is very traditional, right? It very is like, people have nothing to eat. Our leader is, like a scared, sniveling little scumbag. And, I think there's beauty in the simplicity there, but I also think there's something so deranged in Dressrosa, just like about how terrible a celestial dragon giving kind of carte blanche to take over a country and do what he wants, and just all of the, and I guess it's more like that Wano, it has so many stories that all kind of weave in and out of each other, and Dressrosa has that too. But like, I think sort of the gut punches, right, of like Hiro's story, Rebecca's story, King Riku and all of that. Like, I think I could see that there may be a little bit more cohesive, because they all tie into each other much more tightly.
They do, and there's some really strong moments in there, and you have an interesting countdown timer with the cage closing in. Yeah, and it's so
I think that's probably still more tense than Onigashima just kind of being like it was on fire for like those last few chapters, but like and it was tense, but not in as pure like I don't know. There's something about like the birdcage is a very easy visual to be like, oh crap.
Yeah. The birdcage seems much more threatening, but Onigashima does have a higher body count.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So
it's again, like I think prior to this podcast, I would have said that I preferred Wano rather significantly, but Dressrosa really shot up in my own personal kind of rankings of it, that like it's pretty neck and neck, I think now.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious if Egghead or Elbaf have a chance of reaching the same heights.
Egghead is my favorite time skip arc.
Oh damn!
Pretty.
I don't know if I realized that or remembered that.
Every time I say that, I'm like, is that recency bias? But then every time I think about it, I'm like, no, it really does hit for me.
I mean, we'll be finding out soon.
Yeah, we'll be finding out soon. And of course, it's way shorter, and there's way technically, right, just on a pure length level, not as much going on as Wano and Dressrosa by design. But I think it's my number 2 overall Underwater 7.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see if I still think
curious.
that on this podcast, but that is where I'm feeling right now, and where I've been kind of these past few months as the more I think about it.
I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what's ahead for Egghead. That being said, before we move on to our next chapter, and I guess the start of Egghead, technically, even though we haven't arrived.
Technically, yeah. We're the start of the intermission.
Yes, intermission. We do have another SBS. And it says, "Hello, I like One Piece. I heard the Wano country arc is over. It's sad that the people in Wano who ate failed devil food can only laugh now, so I was hoping Chopper would make a medicine to cure them before the Straw Hats left the country. It's too sad for Killer that all he does is laugh. Please take care of this, Oda." And Oda just goes, "Thank you for your kind postcard. It's really horrible to be unable to mourn or do anything but laugh just after your parent has died. But I don't think Chopper has the ability to make that medicine yet. There are things in the world you just can't do anything about, and this seems to be one of them. But when Killer could do nothing but laugh, the members of the Kid Pirates said, 'Let's become a fun pirate crew,' and I laughed." Yeah. It's great to be able to look on the bright side of life when things are depressing. I believe in the strength and the people of Wano. So,
well, that is on the one hand very sweet. He got there in the end, but it was also like, life sucks to suck, kid.
Yeah. Oh man.
I know what he was going for though, and I think the intent came through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next up is the next question is Ryokugu based on the actor Yoshio Harada? He was so cool my nose started bleeding. And Oda goes, "That's right. He's famous for his role in the movie Ronin Guy. He's already passed away sadly, but he's a legendary actor." And yeah, he passed away in 2011.
Wow.
Unfortunately from cancer. But yeah, he was a Japanese actor and singer known for his portrayals of rugged and complex anti-heroes. Let's see. He was also a blues musician, releasing a number of records throughout his career. So, made his television debut in 1967.
Wow. I love me some blues.
Let me see if I can find an actual picture of Harada for you.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm waiting for the complex part. I got the anti-hero part.
Yeah, I don't even know about hero. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that's him. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, pretty. I'm kind of impressed how Oda is able to capture likenesses while not kind of breaking the art style of One Piece.
Yeah, that's really impressive. I don't know how he manages it. Oh, speaking of, it continues because next question: is there an actor who serves as a model for the director of the Marine Criminal Investigative Service, Kuroma, who appeared in chapter 1054? And he says, yes, Tensei is modeled after an actor named Akira Kobayashi. I thought about it and realized that by putting my favorite legendary Japanese actors in the Marines' upper echelons like this, they're all going to have black hair. So that's why I didn't color his hair. I'm doing the same with Ryokugu's hair. If you know my favorite movie, Battles Without Honor and Humanity, the scene of Aki Inu and Kuroma speaking to one another as equals is super exciting. They're awesome. So.
Ooh.
That's what the song from Kill Bill is called.
Oh, huh. Man, I gotta get into Japanese film.
I have seen. It's probably very limited, but it's a good place to start at the very least. YouTube has free with ads movies on there, or if you're on the YouTube program, you can get them, just watch them pure free. And they do include blanking on his names, director of Seven Samurai and
Kurosawa, Akira
Kurosawa. Have a bunch of Kurosawa films on there. I should watch those.
Yeah. I think because I feel like they're very influential across just like media as a whole. Like, everybody talks about how like Star Wars is just kind of taking from that. And I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff. I'm sure, let alone like anime and manga, that have been hugely influenced by like Japanese film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a film. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name of it. There's a Simpsons joke. There's a film that Kurosawa made, and I'm blanking on the title of it, and I feel bad about this, where it shows an event from the same. From different perspectives. It's the same event from different perspectives and how they each sort of recall it. And in The Simpsons, there's a joke where Homer's upset. It's like, well, watch that movie. You like that one movie, the name's a movie, didn't you? And Homer goes, that's not how I remember it. Just because. So it's like, that's a deep cut movie reference.
yeah. That's good. That's good.
So, yeah. It is funny how they would have just like, I'm just gonna pull from my favorite actors. Why not?
He's such a nerd.
Oh yeah, he is. Also, this Akira Kobayashi, handsome dude.
Let's see. I thought that Tensei, when we saw him in the manga, I was like, he's kind of he's a good looking dude. Yeah. But
let's go ahead and move on finally to our next chapter. 3 chapters. Oh gosh, and it's only been third chapter. It's only been an hour. Oh boy, we're in trouble.
Yeah. And these are the chapters where we're going to be like transitioning scenes a lot. Oh God,
it's probably going to get longer. Yeah, we are. Chapter 1058, New Emperors, and so Caesar intervened and is like, take me. He's like, oh, he's going to fight. No, take me with you. Get me the hell out of here.
I thought, man, that the last cover, he looked honestly kind of cool the way that he stepped in and the way that he was posed and all that. It was like, oh, that's kind of sick. He's ready. And he's like, no, just get me out of here. Take me with you.
I love how he's reverted back to his like Punk Hazard look too. Because remember he had the jeans and like kind of the cool guy look for his disguise, and now it's just all gone.
You're right. There's a Gastino.
I forgot about Gastino. That's so good.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I still have no idea what to think about this combination, but we'll see. But we get into the chapter itself as the ship sails away from the land of Wano and onward in the direction of the log pose points as Luffy's screaming and Nami's yelling, "You're not fit to be captain." And he's all beat up and locked up in a cage.
I love this gag. He's just looking real pathetic, and is Emperor of the Sea, Monkey D. Luffy.
That's so good. I'm very sorry. You put all of our lives at risk with that stunt. You can't be this stupid. And then Jinbei laughs. It's like, we're all fine now. It wasn't such a big fall. Don't coddle him, Jinbei. He's like,
he's scared.
He's not used to this. It's like, whoa.
Was that Supreme King hockey?
Oh, God. By the way, I love that outfit of hers.
Oh, it's very, very good.
It's a very good one. Just like, stay back, boss. Be careful. Meanwhile, Zoro's passed out. He's sleeping.
Yeah, of course. This man, when was the last time we had all the Straw Hats together and they're just goofing off?
Right? It's been so long.
I love scenes like this. It's been
too.
so long.
I love Usopp and the Chopper like have helmets on or behind a barrel trying to protect themselves from Nami. It's like, and meanwhile, Frankie's just like, did you see how the Sunny handled that fall? All that height and just one broken yard. He's just proud of himself.
Yeah, the kanji on his shirt says Iron Samurai.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And then a news crew has arrived and dropped off some stuff with Robin. Hey, we have new bounty posters. Yes. I was so worried after the last time. It's like they weren't. It's like, really? Yep. They're not going to go up because it's closed off, but nope. And Sanji's all excited to see. And the posters go flying, and we see Emperor of the Sea, Straw Hat Luffy, leader of the 5,600 man Straw Hat fleet, and his 9 senior officers are wanted for the following bounties. Ship Doctor, Chopper the Cotton Candy Lover, pet. Did mine go up this time? Bounty, 1,000 berries, increase of 900.
Hey, it's a 10 times increase.
It increased, but it's still only 1,000. Oh, poor Chopper. Navigator, Cat Burglar, Nami, bounty 366 million berries, which pretty good amount. Second pretty lowest, good. But pretty decent. I love how she's like, 9 digits. Can I collect?
Turn yourself in.
Next, musician Soul King Brook with a bounty of 383 million berries, which, yeah, that's pretty good, solid for Brook. Honestly, wish he was a little bit higher, but the way that these all placements, like, how else would you put them? Honestly,
it makes sense.
Shipwright Cyborg Frankie. Bounty 394 million berries. And I love how his wanted poster is just the Sunny. He's like, where am I?
Yep. How did they? They really the photographer guy that got just phoned that one in.
He really did. You would think it'd be at least General Frankie or something like that.
Right.
Or was it General Frankie before? I can't remember. Also, the Sunny didn't show up at all during Wano, basically.
We parked it and it was like, we're done.
That's interesting. Yeah. Sniper God Usopp. He's freaking out because his bounty is 500 million berries. He's like, no.
His bounty is where Luffy's was like 2 arcs ago.
Right? It just keeps climbing. Stop the count. He's freaking out like a snail.
Yep.
And then we get to our top 5. Archaeologist, Demon Child Nico Robin with a bounty of 930 million berries. And
almost a Billy.
That's damn good. I love how she's just...
That rocks.
I know it's a lot of it because of the Poneglyph stuff, but...
Yeah, but still.
That's a significant increase over Usopp, who's has the whole God Usopp thing.
Yeah, yep.
At number 4, the cook, Blackleg Sanji with 1.3032 billion berries. And Helmsman, First Son of the Sea, Jinbei, 1.1 billion berries. And Master Swordsman, Pirate Hunter Zoro, 1.111 billion berries. So all 3 of them very close to each other, but Zoro eking it out. All 3 of them higher bounties than Jack, as it should be.
Yes. That's, I think, as sort of the top 3, right? Or, other than the captain, I feel like the Straw Hats have three people with over 1 billion. Like, that's, that they beat the top 3, for Jack, for Kaido. So, like, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
It's kind of incredible to see. Yeah. But of course, Sanji's not taking the news very well.
Oh, no, because he was above Zoro for a while, only because of the Vinsmoke name. But also, it looks like it got corrected. He's no longer Sanji Vinsmoke. It's just going, at least so far, Blackleg Sanji. So I don't know if they're still keeping the Vinsmoke name on him or not. But he's so angry that he's below Jinbei and Zoro. And Jinbei's like, "Are you feeling all right, Sanji? What's wrong?" It's like, forget him. Who cares what fourth place thinks?
Just trolling him, rubbing it in. And I love just all the little subtleties of, like, Jinbei is trying his best to just, like,
peacekeep.
blend in. Yeah, he's trying to peacekeep. He's trying to blend in. He's trying to figure out his place here. He's like, should we be worried about him? You know, he's was laughing off Luffy's antics, and that pissed off Nami. He's like, all right, I'm trying not to rock the boat.
And then, of course, we get to Luffy, 3 billion berries, still locked in a cage. Let me out, I'm hungry. As Sanji and Zoro fight about over fourth place. It's like, who are you calling fourth place? Don't talk back in a second. I love scenes like that.
It's just like when Zoro was counting people by who got there first in Sabaody.
Oh, yeah. He'll use that every time just to rub it in. Oh, that's so wonderful. But, well, I got to be honest, I did not expect an explanation this soon. But I forgot that it was like a huge break in between, so... because you had said you didn't tell me what the explanation was, but you're like, the explanation's amazing.
It is amazing. I hope this lived up to your expectations.
It absolutely did.
This is one of the funniest scenes in the manga.
We go to the empty bluffs in the island in the New World. It's like, did you see him? I sure did. I can't believe I just saw the real thing. That was the world's strongest swordsman. Yikes. When they announced the 7 warlords were no more and all those battleships surrounded us, I thought we were goners. But I should have had more faith in Chairman Buggy. Just look at him now and we cut the Buggy. Wait, have mercy. He's bumped up, missing a tooth. It's just like Luffy. Emperor of the Sea Buggy. Genius gesture. And he's just pathetically Buggy begging for his life.
These are our new emperors.
I'll do anything. I'll lick the mud from your boots. And meanwhile, it's just his head as he's surrounded by Crocodile and Mihawk.
Both like hook and sword pointed at his neck. They're pissed.
Because as Crocodile explains, the entire idea for the Cross Guild organization came from me and Hawkeyes. How did you get labeled the boss, Buggy? He's just like, I don't know what to say other than, I'm sorry, or maybe better luck next time. And Mihawk just goes... You're the first man to rise to the rank of emperor by saying, I'm sorry, and by my blade you'll be the last. Only death can right this wrong. The word humiliation doesn't even begin to describe this feeling.
He's just like, please don't kill me. That's not an option. So, Buggy became an Emperor of the Sea by complete accident.
Yes, he did. What kind of accident? Well... let's figure that out. Because I love how Mr. 3, I always forget that his actual name is Galdino. He's already in suck-up mode. He's just like, may I just say, boss, that it is so delightful to be in your service once again. Didn't he get killed by, like, wasn't he left for dead by Crocodile last time? Like in Alabasta?
Something like that. Because he was in a...
But I guess they were both Impel Down.
Yeah, they're both at Impel Down, but I'm struggling to remember what Mr. 3's fate was at the end of like Marineford and stuff, but you know, what goes around comes around.
Oh, no,
I guess.
I mean, he's just been palling around with Buggy this entire time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's been a part of Buggy's crew, which kind of fitting, but
that fits him. Yeah.
I love how Buggy's like, Galdino, are you stabbing me in the back after all this time? I was never working for you at any point, Buggy. And then here's the rest of Buggy's crew still just pigging out. It's like, poor chairman, rip. What do we do now? We follow Crocodile. Wow, it's a cold world out there. And there's Mr. One.
I love how there's Mr. One. There's I forget the lion's name, but I remember how his whole thing is that he was always hungry. The cover story.
And him and his guy got fat. Richie was the lion's name.
Richie. Yeah. So. I always remember like Moji and Kabaji. I think Kabaji's the one on the unicycle.
Yes.
Maybe.
I think you're right. And Moji's the one that is fat now.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah, technically a time skip design reveal, I guess.
I love how Alvida's still there, but she literally does nothing. She's just there. Yeah, it's just,
all right. Hey, along for the ride.
Yep. I guess it's working for her. But all right. But we have a mini flashback of like how this all happened. It's like off on Gloom Island. He's surrounded. He gets a call from Crocodile. He's like, there go the privileges being a warlord. Hell, guys, what do you want? The Navy has this island surrounded at the moment. I need to pick up and move base, bothersome as it might be. Then come over to my side. It's not a bad deal. With our name value combined, the Navy will have to set up and take notice. You were known as the Naval Hunter once upon a time. I like that symmetry with Zoro, because he's Pirate Hunter Zoro.
He was the Pirate Hunter.
Naval Hunter Mihawk.
I didn't think about that, but that's cool.
That is cool. In terms of distrust for others, we at least have one thing in common already. And then he just has this glare at Buggy.
Yeah. Buggy's like, ugh.
And then it goes to like, Captain Buggy, turn around and fight. Are you? His men are calling after Buggy because Buggy's having a flashback now. It's like he just tells them, turn around and fight. Are you afraid of the Navy? And he's like, leave me alone. I'm trying to make my skedaddling plans. He's just trying to use them to get away. It's like all the battleships around the island, they're under attack. The Navy they're sinking left and right. Really? What hero is doing this? It's Crocodile. There's Mr. One side by side.
Yep.
So the rumors were true. Crocodile is Chairman Buggy's henchman. And now he's come to rescue us in our hour of need. All thanks to you, Chairman Buggy. And he's just like,
I love it.
Oh, so it's Crocodile. Oh, God, he's come to collect all the money I owe. What do I do now? I don't have that kind of cash. This is even worse than the Navy.
Yes. And Crocodile came here because he's like, I knew you well enough to assume you try to fly the coop. Bug's like, how did he know?
He's like, listen, Buggy's delivery might seem wildly profitable, but the overhead, I have so many mouths to feed, and the giants who are our biggest earners just left. Can't pay up. I can always sell you into slavery. He's like, whoa. Let's not be nasty. Come on. We escaped Impel Down together, remember? Crocky, baby. Just, I love how Crocodile is still in this damn story somehow.
It really, yeah. He's still, and then I never thought that I would see him, Ed Buggy, and Mihawk. Just like Buggy being terrorized by Mihawk or by Crocodile is just one of the best things.
What a trio.
Yes. What a trio.
If you can't pay back the money I was nice enough to lend to you after that, you need to make it up to me. I'm starting a new company and I need funds. Oh, man. Hey, I know. Let me help out with your business. Believe it or not, I'm a former warlord and I'll be your errand boy. I'll work off my debt. You got to give your new company a flashy public debut, right? I got all kinds of guys working for me. Advertising, design, printing, distribution. We can do it all. We use all services. All you want for free. And then what happens? And your genius idea for a flyer was this, and it's the Cross Guild poster where he's up the top. Mighty lofty spot you're occupying there, boss. It's like, no, that's not what I intended. So what did you intend if not lies and fraud? It's like, it wasn't on purpose, I swear. It's my employees. They simply worship me. It took me by surprise as much as you did. And then you get this flashback of him. It's like, what's the deal with that poster? I put you in the coolest spot, Chairman. What?
What? They've already distributed it to every market across the world.
What?
Oh, and not only that, the best part of this bit that's already incredible is that we cut to the Navy and they're like, this Buggy figure was the ringleader of the Impel Down mass breakout, and he started off on the King of the Pirates crew. He once still stood shoulder to shoulder with the Emperor Red Hair. He commands so much respect that Crocodile rushed to his aid at empty bluffs. We intercepted signals to confirm Crocodile and Mihawk are involved. The Navy hunters are already have funding from many criminal groups. In the world government and the world's current state of insurrection, this cross guild will prove to be a major threat to us. So we get new bounties for them, actually.
Yeah, there's some crazy bounties here for all these. Former warlord of the sea, Sir Crocodile, based on his Logia powers, intelligence, and leadership, 1.965 billion berries. Never thought I'd see the day where Crocodile's bounty would go back above Zoro's.
Yeah, right?
Still not above Luffy's, fitting enough. And this one is cool. Hawkeye's Mihawk, former warlord of the sea with greater sword skill than even Red Hair the Emperor. As the strongest swordsman in the world, he is worth 3.59 million berries.
Billion.
That is, billion, sorry. That is massive.
That is pretty great to actually finally get a bounty reveal for Mihawk, even if it is possibly being buffed by this current cross guild situation. But like, dang, basically Mihawk is emperor level on his own.
Exactly.
That's pretty hype.
Dude, as a reminder, Kaido's was 4.6 billion.
Oh my god,
he's not that far behind.
That is pretty nuts.
Yes, it is. So, that's, as always, not a measure of strength, just threat.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
But that the government sees them at a threat as this level is pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, Buggy the Genius Gesture. On top of his prior feats, he has the power to command these other two men. 3.189 million berries. He has a higher bounty than Luffy.
Incredible.
And
I never would have thought.
And Kid.
I never would have thought I would see the day. Buggy has a higher bounty than freaking Luffy, just by a little bit.
By a little bit, but it's still. Luffy takes down Kaido. Law and Kid take down Big Mom, and Buggy has a company that's hunting down naval officers, which is a bigger threat, technically. So,
yeah,
okay.
That is technically true. Yeah. They figure who poses a clear and present danger to the world government. So that this is all a misunderstanding even to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Oh, the sheer amount of misinformation and failing upward while still being in hell that Buggy has to deal with is so wonderful. I wish... It's never going to happen, but it'd be so awesome to see the live action get this far that we can see this version of Buggy and see how this
action Buggy. He would like. I think he would own it. He would just be like, "Yeah, baby."
He kind of would. He has a bit more confidence than.
Yeah, that's true.
Than this
a little more middle fingers up.
Yeah, but it's also I can still see him groveling in the same way.
Yep. To these guys, absolutely.
Oh my god. But I love how Crocodile is still the one that's more upset by this. I love that also you can just see Buggy's whole like thing that he uses to make himself look bigger and badder is just on the floor.
It's floor just deflated.
Look at you now, Emperor of the Sea, huh? Think you're hot stuff, don't you, clown? I'm sorry. Let me start licking those boots. Shut up. And then Mihawk gets pragmatic. But depending on how you think about it, may not have been the worst idea to let him take the spotlight. Don't know about you, but I don't want to be an emperor. I prefer a quieter life. Are you serious? Let him take the brunt of the attention. If he becomes inconvenient, we can get rid of him at any time. He's like, good point.
That's how they roll with it.
And it just announces, like, all right, I've established a cross guild. Here's a look at our chief officers. It's Crocodile. Here's Mihawk. And it's like, and look, oh, he's so happy. Buggy's crying. It's like, it's the best day. I am too. It's the best day of my life. It's like, where is my life taking me? Oh,
God bless Buggy. Oh my goodness. That really is. I think the best way any of this could have happened.
Absolutely. Just incredible. But we end off by going back to the Kamabaka Queendom to check in on the revolutionaries.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, don't think too hard about it. They're talking to Koala. It's like, look at the bright side. Sabo's fine. It's like, okay, I'm glad everyone's okay. And Eva's like, yeah, exactly. Celebrate the miracles when you have the chance. And they're all just talking about Sabo. It's like, we know that whatever happened with him and Cobra happened after we parted ways, but I still believe in Sabo. It's like, yeah, I was just about to say that. It's like, they're just all sort of annoying and disgusting.
They're all trying to figuring out what happened.
Yeah, because they don't know if Sabo killed Cobra. And Koala goes up to a dragon who is immensely shaded. And he just says, Sabo's just fine. But if it's true that he killed King Cobra, there will be a reckoning between us no matter his reason. And it's like, which
I think is really cool, actually.
I like that Cobra has the respect of Dragon. That is awesome. And then we see him confront Kuma, who they did rescue. It's like, tell me, Kuma, what is it that you've seen? And it just goes, as you command. It's like, what? What is there?
He's the full robot.
Oh my god. And then the transponder snail rings, and the Navy's monitoring is like, I'm picking up a call to Kamabaka Queendom. It might be the Flame Emperor. Record and trace the signal. Quiet, everyone. And Koala picks it up, and it's me, Sabo. And that's how we end.
That's a good cliffhanger.
That is a very good cliffhanger. Also, every time I've read these chapters, it feels like we've gone through 4 chapters when we've only done 3.
It really does. It's
so immense.
These are packed.
It just feels like
we've
gone through so much more than we actually have. Oh gosh. But before we move on, we do have another SBS. Crazy how many we have this time.
Yeah, seriously. Oh.
Let's get the first up is, do the later members to join the crew, Robin, Frankie, Brooke, and Jinbei, ever hear stories about the earlier adventures in the East Blue from the more senior members like Usopp? I'm really curious. And Oda goes, some things they know, some things they don't. Let's break it down by their personalities. Luffy and Zoro don't really talk about the past. Nami, Sanji, and Chopper will tell you if you ask them. And Usopp will tell you stories unprompted. Of course, the adults are smart enough to see through his lies, so if they're really curious, they'll ask Nami, Sanji, or Chopper. For the most part, however, the Straw Hats are a group who don't care too much about each other's pasts. Which fits.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And our other question is, in chapter 1045, Kaido mentions comic strips. Does that mean manga doesn't exist in the One Piece world? Kaido has never read One Piece? And Oda goes, picture books and comic strips appear in One Piece from time to time. Picture book is self-explanatory, but please think of comic strips as the manga of the One Piece world. Unlike manga, there is no concept of speech bubbles, so instead there are narrative boxes next to the art that have prose text and quotes from the characters. Famous comic strips include Sora, Warrior of the Sea, Fire Dog, Pokemon, Monkey Ball, Maruko, and Maruko-san. There are all kinds out there, and he actually has little drawings of each of them. Where Sora, Warrior of the Sea, seems like a rabbit with a cape on it.
Oh,
what's that?
Oh, Sora is the one that Germa is based on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like a German soldier. Fire Dog is literally a dog on fire. Pokemon is a guy with a regular man looking face with whiskers and a top hat with a long tail like a dinosaur. It's very odd.
Okay.
Monkey Ball is Goku with an axe riding on, like the monkey version, like the Monkey King version.
Yeah.
But he's holding an axe. And then Maruko-san is just a little girl with like a bowl haircut.
Yeah, which I think the Chibi Maruko-chan is an actual like manga.
Yeah, I'm sure these are actual mangas out there, but I love how Pokemon made it. I don't know what Fire Dog's based off of, but I just love the concept of a manga just about a dog that's on fire.
Yeah, there you go.
Why not? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to chapter 1059, The Matter Involving Captain Kobe.
This one's also nuts.
Seriously. And then we have Caesar actually helping out quite a bit in this fight because the hallucination gas made it so Oven and Katakuri attacked each other. So,
all right. They might be able to get out of this one unscathed.
They might. It'd be interesting to see. But instead of picking up with the Straw Hats, it's time to check in on Marco, who is returning to Whitebeard's hometown, Sphinx, in the New World. And he's saying goodbye and thanks for the ride to Shanks's crew, who he got the ride from. He's like, hey, join our crew. Nah, I've spent enough of my life babysitting big-time pirates. He's like, whatever, I'm not a handful. Tell him, Beck, he's a handful.
Shanks looks like they have fun.
Yeah, it seems like a really fun crew.
Yeah.
So he takes off and, he thinks back to Wano when they were initially leaving. It's like, you're not coming with us? Come on, let's be pirates together. You can't do this to us, Yamato. Where they're all upset, rightfully so, that Yamato wasn't joining.
Yep.
But we get a proper explanation, a better explanation for why he isn't coming. It's like, you know what happened, don't you? When that woodsman attacked, it was someone with someone's incredible hockey that kept him at bay and saved the country. Kaido's not around anymore, but next there'll be guys like him coming after Wano. I just can't turn my back on everyone now. You can't go adventuring if you got worries in in the back of your mind, right? That goes for me and you. I want to be part of the crew. Call me your crewmate. Yeah, I get it, but I guess this way is more reassuring too. So he's protecting Wano.
I think that's fine. I think that is as far as excuses go. I get it.
It makes sense. We've already seen two examples of the Navy trying to get their hands on Wano.
Yeah, but all that talk about like, I'm gonna join your crew. It's oh my god. Oh, it makes me so mad. Don't do it if you're not gonna do it.
it feels like Jinbei all over again. Just
it does.
We're waiting for the moment it happens.
Yeah. Hopefully, Oda can make it up to me by like having Yamato's re-entrance be super hype.
Wouldn't it be something if Yamato rejoins in the arc after Elbaf?
Oh, that would be so sick. Let's just bring him in. Come on, let's do it. You know.
But even then, Jinbei didn't show up in Wano until halfway until the Onigashima
That's also
section.
true. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Plus the idea that the arc after Elbaf might be the final arc. You know, hard to say. I
have no idea.
I have no idea either. So this is kind of. I don't mean to imply one way or the other, but I would want if Yamato's going to be a Straw Hat, I do want him around for at least like one full arc.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I imagine the last arc of One Piece will be known as the Laugh Tale arc.
Laugh Tale arc. Yeah.
So there seems to be a step that needs to be taken in order for that to happen.
That's true.
But I don't want to go. We have Romance Dawn. I don't think it should be Romance Sunset or anything like that. I forget how like a proper ending for that. But that's a whole other discussion.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they're all like, all right, we're cool with this. Just I like how Zoro reminds Yamato, it's like, Momo's got a lot of pride, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also interesting that Yamato says, I know, I'm going to search for something to keep myself busy. It's like, I wonder what he's searching for.
Right.
That'd be very curious. But that's when Marco addresses Luffy. He's like, hey, I got a ride over there, so I'm going to bounce.
Yeah.
And they God, it really does show, like, I really do like Marco with the glasses compared to his old design. I don't know what it is, but the glasses add so much for him.
Yeah. I also really like this, too, that we just specifically have a scene of Luffy saying, hey, you saved me during the Paramount War, didn't you? Thanks. Because we know that, like, Luffy always... He says that, right? Of like, oh, this person helped me. I need to go thank them later. And so that after all this time, he even remembered to thank Marco for helping him out. And I love that Marco was like, at the time, we just jumped into action to do it. Why do you suppose that was, Jinbei? It's like, that was a long time ago. I completely forgot.
And then you got the whole, I'm sure Ace is delighted to see how much you've grown since. It's like, you think so? But this next era belongs to you guys, so keep your wits about you. So long. And there he goes, flying off. So that's it for Marco for now. But now it's time to check in on Amazon Lily, which wasn't expecting this, but I'm happy to see what's actually going on here. But apparently the things have been going a little crazy because the damage to the town is severe, and it's been ages since men invaded us so heavily. So the Navy will always come as long as I'm here. So where am I to go? And here's Hancock just going, at this point, I just want to be married to Luffy. It's like, you mean at every point.
Yes, there we go. It's fun that we start with this, because you can notice even that, like, the sort of snake shape that was on Amazon Lilies is kind of like cut in half.
Yeah, it's a little bit of bad shape.
But also that, like, last we saw, Kobe was like, I'm going to Amazon Lily to capture Hancock. But here we are at Amazon Lily, and she's still here. Going to bandage up, but,
she's still here.
So what happened?
Well, we go a few weeks earlier because, God, that's how long ago it was. And here's the Navy. We've breached the gate. The Kuja are fighting back. And then we have Vice Admiral Yamakaji here. Is like, send the new Seraphim pacifistas to the fore. Hancock refuses to show herself, so activate the recording cameras. It's like, and always we see our I forget the name of the girls, but our girls that we Luffy bonded with. It's like, who is that? I can't fight a little girl her size. She's so strong. Plus, she looks like, and you don't quite see it, but we do see that she has this pacifista. The Seraphim pacifista, which what the hell is it up with this? Has star eyes, dark skin, wings, and flames.
Yep. What did Vegapunk do? What did Vegapunk do? That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
What has Vegapunk discovered? Because holy crap!
Yeah, it's very funny. We spend a whole half of an arc with King, and then now it's like, all right, so here's this thing.
I know, right? Yeah, King, kind of important. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, wow.
That's wild. They have like a minuscule model that's it's
Although,
not just Kuma anymore.
It is interesting to note that when we that flashback with King, we saw that he was being broken out of a government facility by Kaido.
That is true.
So
that is true.
So they were probably running some experiments on him. Very clean, or if not him, certainly whatever other Lunarians, but probably
they might have
also, and including King.
Right. Then all of a sudden, here comes Blackbeard.
Yep.
And he's causing a sea quake. The Neptunians are going to notice. And he's like, we've come for you, Pirate Empress. I won't let the Navy have your power. And
he alluded that this is where he was going when we saw him at the end of Act 2.
Oh, right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Where he was like, if the Navy's going to take it, I'm going to take it. So he was, what was he referring to? This.
Hancock. Everybody wants Hancock for some reason.
Yep.
And I forget the woman's names that's on the crew, but she's just
jeez. No, I'm blanking. No, I don't have it.
Yeah, I completely forget. But she's just like, I want to cut off her head to be my latest treasure. He's like, she's all yours as long as I get those powers, which he's still collecting powers somehow. Very curious about that. And then the other guy is just like, hey, don't you want to take her back with us alive so we could be good friends with her?
Oh, boy.
Yikes. And they're like, hey, Vice Admiral Yamakaji, give us the order to attack Blackbeard. We got to wait for clearance from the HQ. He's like, nah, I'm not here for you, lot. He causes another
meanwhile, Blackbeard just off they go.
Get out here, Hoboa Hancock. And there's Kobe. I suppose it was inevitable that pirates would try to assimilate the former warlords. And he's on Amazon Lily. He's like, please, Hancock, the Navy does not want to fight you. We'll simply take you into custody and leave, I promise. And they're ready to fight. And, it's like, don't get full of yourself, Kobe, the so-called hero. This is, and even Hancock's like, this is nonsense. I will not belong to anyone. I follow no man's orders. And they're like, don't do it, sister. And out she comes. Mm-hmm. And that's when Blackbeard notices the Seraphim. It's like, nothing's working against this one. He's like, whoa, you kidding me? White hair, brown skin, black wings. So he recognizes it. It's like, what gives? That one kid beat you all, and he just says PX something, and he recognized it, and the pacifista attacks, and that's what cut off all the snakeheads.
Yeah.
And reshaped the island.
It's interesting that even Blackbeard's like, oh crap.
What does it mean? It's huge. I don't know what it means by huge in that case. I guess the aura, the power, I don't know. But he's forced to use black hole against it.
Yeah, and just absorbing all of the buildings inside on the Amazon Lily.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Hancock's unleashing Slave Arrow, which gets Helmeppo, Yamakashi.
Yep.
and Kobe's like, stop the pacifista. He'll heal. Which was interesting. He'll shatter everyone to stone, even though it looks like a little girl.
Oh no, this is a different one. No.
Oh.
So these are different ones.
I didn't realize there was two of them.
Yeah. Does the sword the second one is holding look familiar to you?
Oh my god, it's a pacifista based off King. Isn't it?
not where I was going with that, but
Well, that was
certainly a hit.
Wait a second. I didn't see the hilt. That's freaking Mahawk's sword.
It certainly looks like it. And then you have the little girl, which they'll point out in a little more detail later. But
wait a second.
So there's some nonsense happening here.
What is? All right, we'll get into that soon enough. Once we see the reveal of the little girl.
There's a lot going on here.
I didn't know the boy was there. I did not realize there were two. So all of a sudden, that piece of Amazon Lily getting cut off, that makes a lot more sense to me now.
Yes.
She's getting ready to use more for perfume. When all of a sudden, Blackbeard is able to nullify her powers thanks to the
dark fruit. Yeah.
Dark fruit. And even his crew is all stone. He's the only one.
Which is
him, Kobe, and the Amazons are the only ones not affected, not stone right now.
God, I'm forgetting her name, but by Queen on Blackbeard's crew.
I mean, they've shown a lot of women be affected by.
But also shouts out to Kobe for not being affected.
Resisting. That's pretty interesting. Something even the Vice Admiral couldn't do. So very interesting there. Yeah. But he also does have incredible observation hockey. So curious what that'll come in. But I do love how we have her new bounty, 1.659 million berries.
Billion.
Billions. I keep saying million. Billion. I'm so used to million, but it's now billions. Gotta get used to that.
I feel like everybody's bounties are going up. Everybody's getting into the billions now.
Yeah, it turns out that is a reason Oda was specifying former bounties. Man, I'm trying to remember what was crocodiles and
I do not remember what his former bounty was.
No, not his former, but crocodile's like current bounty. Because I think.
Shoot! I mean, God, we just looked at it. It was like
is it in the 3 millions? No, it's. I can't.
It was just under 2, I think.
Yes. So roundabout, which again puts Hancock above Zoro, Sanji, and all that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But
unreal.
I guess it is like with the former warlords. I guess it is like now that we have stripped them of their titles, it's like they are more dangerous than they were before.
Yeah, they can actually go against us. So that's a problem. But and they've gotten stronger over time. But yeah, Blackbeard, of course, with his bounty of 3.996 billion, and Kobe's trying to figure out. I was like, okay, what can I do? Everyone's made of stone. This
is a bad day for Kobe. I got to admit.
I like how Blackbeard treats it. It's like, look what you've done. You've turned all my idiots into stone. I've been hoping to get your powers, and I love how Hancock's is just like, this power is nothing without my beauty. Kill me and your followers will remain petrified, and the next wielder of the fruit cannot undo the spell. And Kobe's like, damn, she is tough. I love how impressed.
Yeah. This is such an interesting scenario for Kobe to be stuck in, where he came here to do one thing, but is also just stuck between two overwhelming forces. And even there's some really interesting lore from Blackbeard here, where he's like, this isn't getting us anywhere, is it, Kobe the hero? You helped me out in that Rocky Port incident, which you've heard about before, but didn't really know about. But thanks to you, I was able to topple Wang Ji, making me the boss of Pirate Island. So it's interesting that Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Actually, I was about to say something I don't think I should say yet.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know much about this Rocky Port incident.
They've mentioned it before, but we have no idea. I'm trying to remember. It might even be the thing that Law was involved with to become a warlord. I might be thinking of two separate things. Where he was like, I delivered 100 pirate hearts or whatever. But whatever, not important. But whatever the events of that caused, that Blackbeard was able to apparently that pirate island was not under his control until fairly recently.
Yeah, something happened. Also, I just noticed the big Luffy poster.
Yes. Which is like 4 bounty posters ago. I don't know.
I know, right? Oh gosh, but Blackbeard does go. It's like, if I let this woman go, do you think she'll play nice and turn my men back? It's like, I need her to put my men back to normal too. It's like, if you both leave without trouble, I will do that. Nah, you're lying. If I let you go, you're going to turn us to stone next, and that's the end of it, isn't it? It's impossible for any man not to fall into your spell. Well, I guess I have to kill her. It's like, no, the human cost is too great. He's willing to sacrifice everything just to take her out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we have another party member come in. I expected a naval siege, but not one bold enough to change the shape of the island. I'm sorry for getting here late, Hancock. And it's Dark King Rayleigh.
What a pull up. I love this line. Rayleigh's like, "Hey, you, Whitebeard's cabin boy. This isn't very mature of me, but I never liked you anyway."
I love how freaked out Blackbeard is seeing him.
Yeah. This is such an interesting chapter too, because again, like, Blackbeard came and he felt like, because every time we see Blackbeard, he really is like, oh god, he's here. He's another, like, an element of chaos, here to throw a wrench into a situation. And then here he is like, what the heck is this new pacifista? What is Rayleigh doing here?
And Rayleigh's able to be mediator. He has her undo the petrification. Nobody here is to overstep their bounds. Just behave yourselves and quietly leave the island. And that gets us to the present day where he is still there. And hey, so is Shaki, or should we say Shakuyaku, who turns out is the Empress of Amazon Lily from 2 generations ago, the former captain of the Kuja Pirates, which you reminded me of something that I forgot that I said.
Yes. You guessed this. You were correct.
I don't remember guessing this at all.
or not the Empress part specifically, but you theorized that Shaki was actually a from Amazon Lily. Yeah, so good. That was a good guess. And I knew that at the time, and I was like, wait, did he get spoiled on that?
No,
I was just like, how did he know that?
It's just something about the I don't know. I guess
I do kind of see it. Something about the design.
Something about the design. I think it might have also been her relationship with Rayleigh, and Rayleigh has a good relationship with the Amazons. Something about it just reminded me.
No, I think that is a fantastic observation.
Yeah, I'm. It's so funny that I completely forgot that I made that prediction.
And not only that, it is so blink and you miss it. It's a side little, like, just part of the little narration box. It's sort of an important detail, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I like getting this more context for Shaki.
Yeah.
But she goes, progress always causes trouble for someone. Vegapunk's Sea Prism stone paddle ships mean the calm belt isn't as safe for us as it was before. The Navy Siege, their new weapons, Blackbeard's arrival. I thought there was no saving us. And Rayleigh goes, quite frankly, it was only because of the situation in particular that made it possible to actually save her. At my age, I could not have won a head-to-head fight against Blackbeard, which
is crazy.
That is starting to say
wow.
something.
Oh, it is. Yep.
Yeah. And they go, so the Navy thinks those new weapons are a replacement for you warlords, eh? Even by the end, there wasn't a single scratch on those 2. I don't know how I missed there was 2 of these pacifistas. But it was so strange because I could swear one of them looked identical to our sister as a child. And yeah, that is straight up just that's just Hancock with star eyes, white hair, brown skin, and fire wings.
Yep.
Which, based on the sword, means that the other one is a young Mihawk, which I did not clock whatsoever. Mm-hmm. They've turned all of the warlords into pacifistas. What the hell?
They've cloned them.
They cloned them essentially.
Yeah.
And crossbred them with the
with the Lunarian genes.
Lunarians, yeah.
They're freaks.
What the hell? It's going to be very interesting meeting Vegapunk and Egghead.
Yeah. I was going to say this is our, and they even say as the naval ships are leaving, that's right. We will proceed to Egghead and dock the ship. And as for the abducted Captain Kobe, the hero of the Rocky Port incident, Captain Kobe has been kidnapped by the Blackbeard pirates. Status unknown.
Oh my god.
It's one thing after another with these, man.
So Kobe's now taken hostage by Blackbeard. The pacifistas are heading back to Egghead, which certainly makes this an interesting challenge for the Straw Hats at this point. Because God.
I feel like especially right off the bat, like establishing like, oh, what are these new pacifistas like? Oh, they are very dangerous.
Yeah, they seem way more dangerous than Kuma at this point. The big thing with Kuma is that there was just a lot of them for after a while, but these just seem so specialized. It's insane. I wonder if people were able to clock that Egghead was going to be the next island that they go to when they mentioned this island.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because technically, I mean, it's soon for us, so it was like confirmed in a few chapters.
Right. Had to just wait a little bit, but
yeah. It feels a little bit, maybe not quite like when we heard about Dressrosa and Punk Hazard for the first time. We were like, oh, what's that?
True. That's true.
Yeah. So,
there's
there's a lot. Chapter is
so much.
Absolutely bonkers. I really do feel like the world state of One Piece right now is, at first it was, oh God, what's going to happen to Hancock and Amazon Lily? Now it's, oh God, what's going to happen to Kobe?
Right? I have no idea. That's going to be something else for sure.
Yeah. It's a good hook.
It's like, I don't even know how much of that's even going to get addressed in Egghead. It's just stuff that's happening in the wide world, which makes it all the crazier.
Might have to wait until the next intermission.
Maybe. But let's go ahead and get to our final chapter for the set. It's been a while since we had a final chapter take this long to get to.
Yeah, good lord.
Chapter 1060, Luffy's Dream, which definitely got my interest.
Oh, yes, indeed.
But we got a color spread that's a reader request of redraw the coloring corner page from volume 8, but with all 10 crewmates. So there we all are. And not too much to say about this color spread other than it looks pretty good. Although I got to say, I love Frankie's look. The leather jacket.
The biker jacket.
The hair. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got his old hair back.
Yeah. Every time Frankie gets his old hair back, it always looks great.
That's the best one.
That might be my favorite look for Frankie so far.
Yeah, it's real good. I really like Usopp. He's got like the pirate jacket on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
It rocks.
That's a good one. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into the chapter itself, where Luffy is freaking out because Sabo would never kill Vivi's dad. He finally learned the news.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe it. Which is basically my reaction. Maybe not as
yeah.
It's like, no.
There's no way.
No.
Yeah, and even as Robin points out, is like, this kind of doesn't add up. Right? Like, I agree with you, but the enemies of the Revolutionary Army are the world nobles, not the kings themselves. And she would know better than anybody.
Exactly. She definitely would know that. The revolutionaries declared war on the Celestial Dragons. Their chief of staff, Sabo, assassinated King Cobra of Alabasta, while the princess of that nation, Vivi, went missing, which is like... And I love Luffy's like, Alabasta, now.
Let's go, right now. Yep.
And Zoro's just trying to keep calm. He's like, I'm telling you, Cobra's already dead. What are you going to do there? Vivi went missing in Marijoa. Then let's go to Marijoa. And...
Caribou's still here.
Caribou's still here in a barrel, locked up. I don't even know if they know he's there because it's a locked up barrel. He's like, going to Marijoa? I really can't hear them. He gets kicked over by Zoro because he doesn't know. I guess he doesn't know. He's like, that's the home turf of the enemy, you idiot. You want to fight Navy headquarters? Yeah, I do. Are you scared or something, Zoro? I'm saying we've got nothing to go off of, so chill out. And meanwhile, Sanji's freaking out. He's like, I wonder how Vivi feels about this. Where is she now? Please be all right. And Chopper's crying. It's like, Vivi's dad is dead. He was so nice. He was so nice to a bunch of pirates like us. It's like, yeah, you'll never meet a better king. And from Usopp, and Nami's freaking out as she's pacing back and forth. It's like, worried about Vivi, worried about her feelings, worried about Vivi.
They all love Vivi so much. I love that just Luffy was just on a dime, like, we're going to Alabasta. Like, you know.
It's so fitting because, I mean, we get excited every time Vivi appeared in one of the requests or little things here and there. It's always so good to see her. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But, it's I like how Frankie comes at it from the other end. It's like, hey, we met your brother in Dressrosa, didn't we, Luffy? Because he doesn't know Vivi at all. So knowing Sabo makes more sense there. And even Brooke is like, I've never heard of Alabasta suffering under misrule. And the other three can't take it. Like, I'm too worried. Where are you? It's like, remember Luffy, what did you say when this happened to Ace? And he gets all like pouty. He's like,
yes,
Ace has his own adventures. Until he was in undeniable danger, you let Ace live his own life. You don't think Vivi can figure it out for herself? She's a strong woman, and I love that from Zoro.
Yeah.
When it comes time to act, we'll fight whoever we have to, but when there's nothing to be done, just put up with it. Well, at least let me vent a little. Like how they all yell at him. You're an ogre from Onigashima. Green Kaido. Green Mom. Crappy Mosshead. Shut up, fourth place.
This feels just like when they left Alabasta and they were all calling Zoro names again.
It's very fitting.
Yes.
And Robin, thanks to that newspaper, is still catching up on everything that's happened while they were in Wano. They're all developing rapidly. The dissolution of the Seven Warlord system resulted in high-level pirates being unleashed upon the sea, and that led to the formation of the Cross Guild, and with it, the Emperor of the Sea, Buggy, the Genius Gesture. It's just, no, that's just a mistake. I love
Luffy hates Buggy. He is a hater through and through. And I feel like you don't see that Luffy have that like dynamic with anybody else, but like with Buggy, he's just like, not that guy.
He's very annoyed by him.
Yes.
And I do like how Robin offers up. Is like, there are more names with some connection to you in here. Do you want to know? I'll just leave that to you. Just tell me if it's really bad. All right, I'll do it. I'm sure you've had enough news for now. And then Luffy just declares, Sabo didn't do it. I know. Sabo grew up in a home that controlled him. He just wants everyone to be free. And we see his dream is of, I want to see the world and write a book about it. And then Luffy declaring his dream. And then he says it again. I swore oath to him, Ace, just the three of him and Ace, just the three of us. I wanna. And then you get this exclamation mark from the Sunny itself. It's like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, Luffy doesn't get it. Jinbei's like, what did you say? Nami's like,
Zoro
what?
doesn't get it.
Yeah, Zoro doesn't get it. Sorry. Brooke is laughing, calls it hilarious, and Usopp's kind of panicking. It's like, you can't be serious about that. Frankie's laughing too. He's like, I love it, man. And so's Sanji's like, hey, Chopper, you might want to examine his brain. Robin is speechless.
Yeah,
and
which is my favorite.
Yeah, and then Chopper is actually excited by it. So, of course, we don't hear. We still don't know. It's like, come on. Usopp's just like, come on, that's not possible. Maybe it is once I'm king of the pirates. I mean, who thinks of who thinks of something like that? Which just makes like, what is this?
Yeah, what is it?
We've had so many theories.
I love how nonchalant that Luffy is, though. He's like, did I never tell any of you this before? And he's like, nope, never. Not that I mind. But it can't happen. And so he says, I guess it was only Shanks and Ace and Sabo. And Robin asks, what did they say? They laughed. Shanks had tears in his eyes. And then he just kind of, arms behind his head, falls back, and he says, and that's all at the end of my dream.
Yeah. And that's...
I get chills.
Right. It's so interesting that Shanks knows Luffy's dream, which ties into my questions about the gum fruit and him sacrificing himself to save Luffy.
Yeah, I think that's it. And I wonder if Shanks knows Roger's dream. Because we saw that he said it to Whitebeard and Odin. But
I can see Roger telling his entire crew.
Right, yeah. I don't think he'd be the kind of person to like the way that he was just kind of like, oh, yeah, of course, why not? They're like, what the heck are you talking about?
He's probably laughing because it was the same as Roger's dream, but that also sort of like, Huh. I wonder.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think, God, those shots we saw in last week's chapters where Shanks was just like reflecting on his time with Luffy as he was growing up and just, pointing out to the sea, telling him all kinds of stories. Like, I think if he knows what Luffy's dream is, like, I could see that it makes me feel like if he knew that potentially, no, he had to have known it before Sabo quote unquote died. So there must have been a point in time where, like, this was before Luffy would ever set out to sea. Yeah. And so when Shanks is developing this kind of friendship with Luffy, and eventually that it comes to a head and that he eats the gum fruit that Shanks stole for a very specific reason, that he was just kind of like, all right, I guess that's just fate. And that's what sort of gives him the impetus to like give him Roger's straw hat. So who knows?
Yeah, I like how much just hearing this dream. It's
everybody's different reactions.
Yeah, it's how much this might have shaped Luffy's destiny just in some way, because it's a weird type of shaping of destiny if it's the case, because it's he came up with it on his own. It just happened to be similar to somebody else, which made everybody else around him be like, huh.
Yeah. And man, I like that they all kind of get along with it. Like, Jinbei starts laughing and he's like, now that I'm here, I got to take it seriously. So, this is quite a captain I've saddled myself with. And, Chopper's just completely in awe. And I love that expression from Nami where she's just like, it does sound like you.
It's such a good look from Nami.
Yeah.
But Frankie says it's definitely possible without at least being king of the pirates. There's just one more road poneglyph to find, and then we can get the laugh tail. And of course, Robin's like, "Don't make it sound so simple, Frankie. It's that last poneglyph that no one's been able to find for a very long time. There are absolutely no clues to its whereabouts." And that's when we shift to the Navy HQ in the New World, where Sabo contacted the revolutionaries. So the panicking is like, "Where is he? Trace his signal. There's no white transponder snail jamming. It's an emergency call. Then he'll hang up soon. Trace successful. Where is he? The kingdom of Lulusia." And then we see two of the five elders.
The elders are listed. Yeah. No, they're all here.
Oh, they're all here. But two of them talk is like, Lulusia. Yeah. My word. And then it's been a while.
Uh-huh.
There's
Emu.
There's Emu.
Hanging out with his dinky little butterflies.
Yeah, as word comes in, that's one of the 8 countries that revolted the other day. The perfect place for Sabo to be hiding. They're like, I see. An unlucky man. No, it is simply destiny. And we see the Kamabaka Queendom as Sabo's calling in. It's like, Sabo, sorry for the trouble. Sabo, I'm glad you're all right, my boy. And he's immediately calling the dragon. It's like, I wasn't the one who assassinated King Cobra. This seems to indicate that Cobra is actually dead. I don't like that. I really hope that's not the case.
At the very least, it says that Sabo, Sabo is at least working on the same basis of information that he does. Yeah. He might not know, but it wasn't me.
Nobody really knows if he's alive or dead. But after this whole sequence, it's very possible he may be dead.
I definitely think so. You could see why he might be.
Yeah. It's like, they were like, yeah, we had a feeling, Sabo. But then he says, but when I was in Marijoa, I saw something terrible. And it goes to Lulusia. Terrible? What was it? And the people, I love this. The people are starting to talk among Lulusia. It doesn't click into place when you first read it. It's like, the sky is so dark. Are those clouds? It's almost like some massive object is hovering just overhead. It's like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And there's our King Seki and Princess Komain that we saw. I think we saw during the reverie.
Yeah, I think Kobe and Helmeppo saved them from being attacked.
That's right. We did see that.
Yeah,
that's what that was. Our vampire king.
Yep.
It's like, you'll all regret this. Mark my words. Once Naval HQ arrives, you'll all be sentenced to impalement. And then Komain's like, let me kill them too, Papa. And the regular people are just like, confess your crimes, Seki. We don't want to have to take your lives. And then we see that shot of Emu. shot of Sabo, who's freaking out as he's calling over. It's like the empty throne in Pangea Castle. The throne that's supposed to remain forever empty because there's no king of the world actually has. And
So he saw it.
well,
He knows.
Actually, yeah, he saw that. What first of all,
Yeah.
but first of all, the empty throne in Pangea Castle. That's all he got over to the revolutionaries because
Yep.
communications cut off the transponder snail, and all we see the map of Leluja, and then just exit out.
Yep.
And then that's when Sabo gets the rest. So we know that he saw what we've seen, and that's when somebody else talks to communications.
This is one of the, at least according to the anime, this is one of the 5 elders.
Okay, one of the 5 elders saying this. He says, communications, listen to me. You did not detect anything today. You did not intercept anything. The kingdom of Leluja, that country never existed in the first place. And this sequence of seeing something in the sky, the murmur, a little girl going, I'm scared, Daddy, the shadowing, a dog
Like
barking.
the light coming down.
Yeah, and then Emu's eye just punctuating
Yeah, that
it.
one panel of
And-
Emu's eye is so horrifying.
And then just to see the power of just these light streamers coming in, just crevicing.
Boom, 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 boom. Like,
You think the Buster Call is devastating.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is nothing to this.
yeah, this is like almost otherworldly. Like,
It is
this has to be an ancient weapon, right? Like, just- right?
This, I mean, we were talking about this because I'll be honest. During these chapters when I read them, I was messaging you constantly because I'm freaking out about everything happening.
Yep.
And we immediately got the theory crafting where it's like, oh my God, we know Pluton, which is underground of Wano. We know that, what was it? Neptune? No, it was not Neptune. It was
Poseidon.
Poseidon. Thank you. That turned out to be Shirahoshi. And have we got a name for the final one?
We did. I think we learned in Fishman Island that it is Uranus or Uranus or whatever.
Uranus. That's right. So we got the underworld. We've got the sea. Time for the heavens. And
Yes.
it has to be an ancient weapon. It has to be. Which means Emu has their hands on an ancient weapon already.
Yeah. That
good God.
which is that is I feel like a good kind of tone setter to maybe the kind of stakes that we're going to be potentially dealing with here in the final saga of One Piece. Which again, there's no confirmation that this is one, but it kind of like what else would it be? Is kind of my feeling, especially with the whole sort of land, sea, sky thing. I think that this and Uranus being kind of the god of the sky or whatever. So like I think that's what this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, also the world government can just nuke places now.
Yeah. And it is, I mean, I don't think Sabo's dead here. That'd be insane.
It would be insane. To find out that he's
but-
been alive this whole time just to kill him again.
Right. But
Yeah.
the people, I mean,
Yeah.
there's
They're dead.
maybe a few survivors, but I think most of them are just gone. And it's men, women, children, the king, nothing matters. It's all just
gone. Yeah, it's we have never seen like mass death on this scale in One Piece before. Like, and I think that's kind of what makes it so like horrifying. And while Oda gonna Oda, maybe like, oh, they're all fine, or but based on what we'll see a little bit later, I think he commits to this. I think these people are dead.
So some part of me is like, did they make it? But no, I think this is. I have to get out of that mindset. I think it's time to get out of that mindset where
to raise the stakes. Yeah, because it's like it's the end of the story, right? And Lelouch is really crazy because like it's not a place we have that much connection to, but like as the viewer, we've been there before, right? Like that was where we first met the revolutionary captains. That's where, and that was sort of what sparked them to be a part of like the 8-Nation Revolution. It's where part of Ace's cover story took place with that one girl that he met who like got him out of the nursed him back to health a little bit or whatever.
Oh
like,
yeah, she wasn't based out of there, was she?
I think she was, because she was.
Crap.
I need to
Oh
go
my
back and
God.
double check. I think she was visible when we saw the revolutionaries in Luzia.
Oh my
So,
God.
Yeah, that girl might be super dead.
Oh my God. That'd be insane if they actually did that. I have to check that now because that's
Good,
that's
good God.
okay. We got a okay. Friend of Milk Maiden Moda. So let's check in on Moda. Let's see. Oh my God, she is from the Lulujo Kingdom. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah, no, she's super dead.
Oh no.
Holy moly. Yeah. Wow,
Oh,
all
that's
right.
brutal.
That's pretty brutal. Yeah. And just to kind of bring it back around, but like the idea that like Sabo learned, like, the horrifying secret at the core of the government, and this is sort of like, oh, we cannot let this get out, obviously, right? They cut off the communications, so that they didn't spill the beans.
Well, here's the crazy thing, that that's the secret they can't let get out. They have this power, but it's very specific in how Emu uses it and the Five Elders.
Yes.
Because if they have this, they could easily target Kamabaka Kingdom.
Right, and you wonder,
The fact that they're showing restraint is almost scarier.
yeah, and it starts to get you to ask, like, if they could have done this, why haven't they up to this point? Which does have it, but that will be answered.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really comes down to, it's like it gets harder to say things with more if you use it too often.
That is also true. Yeah,
But also, yeah, they really don't want people to know that there's actually a king of the world.
yeah. The apparently this must be kept secret at all costs. But also, the other side of this is that, like, if Sabo didn't kill King Cobra, that clearly means that they pinned this on him for a reason.
Yeah, they must have pinned it on him because of the seeing that, but that also made him more popular with the people. So it's a bit of a backfiring on that one.
Which I think that is very world government.
Yeah. I could see, but they didn't show Cobra. They only showed Vivi. So my only guess is that they went to take Vivi, and Cobra got in the way, and they killed him for it.
Oh, you mean like because Emu had the posters?
Yeah, the posters.
Yeah, yes, yeah. So clearly, like, Vivi has the attention of Emu for one reason or another. So that could be possible, actually. Yeah, but it's also, the last time we saw Cobra, or rather, like, it was right before, like, the end of the Reverie, right before we went back to Wano, and the Five Elders were like, oh, Cobra wants an audience with us. He's a traitor, Like, they were like, we don't like that guy. So clearly,
yeah.
If anybody has a motivation, it's them right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, this crazy stuff happening.
The funny thing is that I've reached a point where I'm no longer guaranteed to get answers for this anytime soon.
That is also true. There is stuff coming up that is like, and even like I said, I've maybe said this at some point, but like at this point I know maybe like 15% more about Emu than you do right now. So it's still, there's a lot of questions when it comes to this stuff.
That's for sure. Oh my God. And you showed me this sequence in the anime, and it's
horrifying. It's horrifying, but also it's very well done. The music is a new track for that scene, which just it always sticks out in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty nuts.
But,
that's welcome to the final saga.
Seriously. And all that's left behind is a sea quake detected, and all the revolutionaries like Sabo, and a tsunami is being caused. So
yeah, that caused a tsunami, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, But we go back to the Thousand Sunny days later, where there's all kinds of sea beasts. They're out in the cold. It's gotta watch out for icebergs. Jinbei's piling their way through it, and we at the island. I was like, not yet, but I feel like we're in the island's climate range. I'm guessing it's a strong winter island, and Chopper decides to wear the woven hat that he got from Otama because he's that way he doesn't have to worry about the snow. So he'll be right back. And of course, Luffy's out here and he sees this giant warm eddy, this basically a swirling mix of water that's rising above the sea.
Yeah. I love that even at this late in the game, there's still all this crazy stuff we can see happening at sea.
But traveling between the islands is definitely still an issue, but they're well oiled enough that they can handle it. It's just kind of insane. Yeah. It's like, what kind of ice temperature differences causes that? Hey, get us out of here, Jinbei, before we get sucked in. And that's when Luffy notices someone's inside the water in there. And he's like, wait, it can't be right. Is it a mermaid? And Sanji's senses kick in. It's like, no, it's true. I can hear a lady's screams from inside the water.
But we have to take it seriously. What we do, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't, honestly, you trust Sanji on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you see, it's not a joke. What would we do if it's true? And here comes Zoro. Cut it open. And Sanji just goes, if you graze a single hair on her head, I'll fry you alive. And he just goes one sword style bird dance, and he cuts the eddy in half, bisects it. And that's when we have our excuse for separating the Straw Hats already, it seems, because here comes Chopper. Hey guys, what's all the fuss? Don't worry, a woven hat Choppermon is on the scene, and carries him away. There he goes. It's like, James also, why did you even come out here for, Chopper? And Luffy goes to rescue him by grabbing onto his leg. And then Luffy gets pulled off by the winds as well. So the two of them go flying into the distance and towards where the eddy was. And what pops out of that? A little kid, namely Jewelry Bonnie the Glutton, bounty of 320 million, which is very precious. But she's also in her kid form.
Yep.
So what this means is something I did not know about. Our next worst generation is Bonnie, and after finally being like, what is her story? What is up with her? Why was she? Actually, the last we saw her, she was in frickin'
she was in Marijoa.
Marijoa.
Yeah, she was infiltrating
Marijoa, and before that, she was getting confronted by Blackbeard. So what the hell is her story?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad that very soon I get to stop being coy about this. Because we're always like, Bonnie's the one I'm the most interested in. What's her deal? And I'm like, I don't know, man. You know, she's up to something certainly more than a Rouge. That's for freaking sure.
I don't have a lot of, other than him being a Skypean technically. Yeah. I don't have a lot of interest in a Rouge. Maybe it'll come around, but
but this is good. This is good. I hope you're excited.
Kept just being on the fringes enough that I'm like, what is her deal? Yeah. I'm so excited that I'm finally gonna get an answer to that.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So that's an exciting. I feel like despite the fact that all the genocide that just happened during this chapter, I like that it was sandwiched between learning a little bit about Luffy's dream and then a nice little lean into Egghead with, I think, just like the perfect right amount of like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? It's good.
It's a pretty good place to stop, considering what we have that we're not going to be continuing it next week.
yes, indeed.
But before all that, we do have another SBS, and first question is, what is Yamato's least favorite food? And Oda says, spicy food. If he eats something spicy such as hot peppers or wasabi, he will yell, "Hey!" And then Oda actually addressed something that we talked about earlier in this set. I saw the word Korazumi on the gravestones of Otama-chan's parents. Does this mean that Tama was born into the same family as Orochi, who followed the path of revenge after the persecution of the Kurazumis, but is a symbol of hope for the new Wano country like Koala and Hody? They even showed the pictures of the thing. It is in Japanese, and it does clearly say Kurozumi.
No.
And so Oda says, "You've really gotten very deep into this story. I'll confirm it for you. Tama's birth name is Kurozumi Tama. Should we hate her then? In the final scenes of the arc, Hiyori clearly said Kurozumi was born to burn. Does that mean she's including Tama? No, of course not. It's clear from the story that Hiyori is referring specifically to Orochi. How would people react if they found out that Tama was from the Kurozumi family? Please use your imagination. This has been a problem throughout human history that continues to this day."
Oh,
So they don't know.
Bars.
They don't fully know.
All right.
So I like how Oda is keeping it sort of a mystery when it comes to
Yeah.
that. But I like that he did address it.
Very, very cool.
Very cool. And finally, where exactly are Marines Okaki made of? Where exactly are Marines Okaki made? Where are they sold? I would like to try them. I'm guessing
Okaki.
I don't know what Okaki is.
I don't know either off the top of my head.
Okaki. What's Okaki?
Or
It's the
is it
rice
like
cracker
the-
that it's the rice cracker that Sengoku's always eating.
Oh, okay.
And Oda says, I think everyone knows that in the western part of the South Blue, there is a stubborn Okaki artisan, Ayase Mar. Okaki or rock and roll is his motto. Sengoku loves his Okaki, so the Marines buy a supply from him. They sell them at the Marine headquarters shop. So there you go. That's where Sengoku gets all of his rice crackers.
Oh man, that's great.
Oh my God, this is
What a
I don't
crazy
even know
set,
what to
right?
say. I know. This is
the peak it's cinema, peak fiction. I love the ending of Wano. I love that was such a like an 8-month long journey that we went on. That was like toward the end of last year, right? Like right at the end was when we started Wano.
right around the end, so around
Like December
7 to
or
8
so.
months.
Yeah, I
To
think
get
just
through
putting
all of
that
Wano.
all in a nice little bow is like,
It feels
it really
good.
does. It feels good. It feels really satisfying to read. There was not at one point during that entire read through I was like, okay, this is starting to drag. I really felt that at 5 chapters a week, it felt like we were getting just enough story and just enough progress and just enough like all these little threads starting to build, and there was just enough intrigue. I mean, you saw how long these podcast episodes got, right? Like, there was a moment where like, oh yeah, like hour and a half is kind of like on the low end. On the more action heavy
Like,
sets.
that's
but,
when you
like,
can tell
there
we
was-
really had just a lot of fights, but there was just so much to talk about at all times, thematically and worldwide, and just all this, all these elements that made it so fun to talk about. Very rich portion to discuss, which I always enjoy, and it's the fun of the unknown of. Knowing that there's stuff coming, but how does Oda thread it into all this stuff?
Yeah.
What are we seeing next? I don't know.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that we got about 130 chapters left. We still have so much ground to cover.
That's a good 3 years essentially.
Yeah. We're about to start what is now the last complete arc of One Piece. Elbaf is still going.
Yeah.
It will probably end, I feel like.
Yeah.
If not by the time we get to it, then by the I think it'll be over by the time we get caught up.
I think so. I think
Probably.
we'll be
Yeah.
at the end of Elbaf, likely in these sort of chapters leading up to the next portion.
Yeah.
Where,
which is crazy.
And people seem excited for our plan for the future as far as chapter by chapter and recaps and all that stuff. So it's going to be interesting, and there's going to be other stuff to talk about. Of course, we mentioned the games before as sort of option, but we also just got news that live action season 3 has wrapped.
Awesome.
Filming. So of course we'll be talking about that. Maybe we can use that as an excuse to talk about that a little bit more in depth than we usually do.
In more depth. Yeah, that's true. It does tend to be kind of like the side thing. I just bought One Piece Odyssey for $8. So I've got that in the bag whenever we need it.
I haven't picked it up yet, but it's usually on sale, so I'm not too concerned.
Yeah. It'll be cheap by the time you need it.
Yeah. Did which version? Because I know the Switch is like a complete version, but there's also like a DLC. I forget how they have it all set up.
I got the Steam version.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not
So
sure.
I might have to
if
shell out
there's
for some DLC. I think
You
there
might.
might be. I think I vaguely remember seeing like there's like a $15 deluxe edition or whatever. Well,
Yeah. Whoops.
yeah. We'll worry about that when we get there.
Yeah. What was the DLC? Yeah, there was
Oh!
a story expansion DLC called Reunion of Memories.
I think I was literally just talking about this with a friend who did play the game. I think the DLC is Skypiea.
Oh, they skipped Skypiea? The
Well,
hell?
because they only have 4 arcs in Odyssey, so they skip a
That's
lot.
weird.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they skipped so much. That's very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, that's still a ways off for us because we're not starting that until we
Until we run out of chapters.
Yep. But yeah, in the meantime, as far as other One Piece actually, we'll talk about that later. Actually, in terms of other One Piece media, let's wrap this up because with that, I believe we've said all we've wanted to say about chapters 1056 to 1060 of One Piece. Thank you so much for listening, and you can find more of my ramblings and stream VODs over at BitNerd Games on YouTube or simply BitNerd on BlueSky. Brandon, where can everyone find you at?
I am Brandon Bovia on BlueSky, talking about anime, manga, games, and my job. And well, I haven't put up any impressions yet. I've finally started watching a bunch of the new summer anime premieres. There's actually very few duds, considering that I avoid almost anything that looks like an isekai or a kind of like a lit RPG kind of gamer stats. I'm not interested in any of that junk. But like of seeing things that caught my eye, I'm like, of the 7 shows I've watched, there was only one that was kind of a dud. So I think everything else so far has been like good to great, which I think is impressive.
I actually went out of my way to watch the first episode of The Ghost in the Shell.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm really excited about it.
It's definitely it's definitely Ghost in the Shell, but it's which for me is always like, here's a lot of tech speak that I'm like
right over your head
out of the bat. Well, I gotta really
looks,
listen, but the dub is good. It
looks a lot more
animated.
comedic.
It's slightly more. It's not as comedic as you'd think, based on.
Ooh, okay.
It's there, but not as comedic as you'd think. Maybe later episodes will do that, but for now it's sort of interesting. It's also like doing with the establishment of the like they're actually establishing their section of the government.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's Section 9.
Section 9,
so, yeah. It's a very different sort of play back and forth between certain characters, at least. Not all of them. Most of them are still established, but I'm very happy I know about these characters from other Ghost in the Shell media because I'm like, oh yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they've got like Togusa and all the other guys. I'm sure Bato, of course.
Bato and all them, and thank you, Standalone Complex.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah. I've been rewatching it on the side lately. It's a complete side. Standalone Complex is great. One of the best anime ever made. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it.
That was really good.
Yeah, holds
really
up.
Good.
Has not aged a day.
Not surprised by that, but yeah. So that's really all I've checked out. But if you'd like to help us out more, you can support the podcast over at patreon.com/Derrick Bittner. That's DERRICKBITNER to listen to the next episode ad-free 3 days early, as well as patron-exclusive bonus episodes. And we recorded our thoughts on the most recent One Piece media, One Piece Heroines. And spoilers, we really liked it. And you should probably check that episode out because there was actually much more to say about that than we would have thought.
Yeah, there's a lot of meat on those bones. That's a good narratively, like, man, I love it when One Piece media has good writing.
Right? It's so good.
Yeah.
So give that a look, and we'll be talking about the Uda TV episodes next time. So look forward to that, as well as more commentaries on the big fights of Wano. So a lot of good stuff coming up there. And make sure to return next time as we discuss the most recent movie in the One Piece canon. It's weird to think that we've caught up on the movies now.
Yeah.
Film Red. So it's movie time once again. And And until then, my friends, bye.
Remember to take life one piece at a time.
In fact, it never existed.
Sabo? Are you there?
A major seaquake just hit up the southeast coast! Make emergency preparations! A tsunami is coming!